own Good Karma brand station. Psst, we bought that action. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo, they just empty.
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at The Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Taco Tuesday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Thank you for joining me this Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. It's the first of the month. And we got an update for you. We got an update for you on the hurricane that hit the South. A lot of families have been, their lives have been torn apart. Everything, they've lost so much. Lives have been lost. We don't want to forget that as we move forward in our lives. We don't want to ever look past people suffering in this country, especially when it's due to the hurricanes and things that come through communities and tear up homes and drownings. People have lost their lives. A lot of people are wondering where their relatives are right now. Are they safe? I think we have an update. If y'all watching 101.7 The Truth as we broadcast live on YouTube, we have video. Let's listen.
Gushing water as a rain-soaked hillside gives way, picking up speed and picking up anything in its way.
My car's gone.
I'm okay. It's okay.
Everything's gone.
Helene bringing wind, heavy rain, and causing flash flooding, leaving a path of widespread destruction across the southeast. Asheville, North Carolina, hit particularly hard.
I don't know if anyone was prepared enough for this.
Interstate 40, a major artery, now partially shut down. You can see a section of the road now gone. Hundreds of other roads also closed, cutting off communities now in need of basic supplies. Water distribution sites are being set up.
We're sharing food and water is now becoming available.
Hundreds of people unaccounted for. Search and rescue teams out in force. The destruction stretching from Florida to Virginia, the storm making landfall in Florida's Big Bend area. The White House now stepping in to help. President Biden planning to visit the region this week.
It's not just a catastrophic storm, it's a historic history-making storm. I've directed my team to provide every available resource as fast as possible.
East of Asheville, ABC station WSOC's chopper showing the damage from above. A lake filled with debris, pieces of wood, mangled metal, and even decks torn from people's homes floating in the water. In Tennessee, the governor touring the damage. This bridge partially collapsed.
It's not like anything I've ever seen before. It's an absolute disaster.
Dozens across the state still unaccounted for, including Steve Cloyd. His Jeep found washed away in the floods.
He started to get concerned about the water level rising, and he did call me, and his exact words were, "This is not good, Cal. I'm calling to tell you I love you."
Wow. Hey, look, once again, we got a lot of damage out here. They're trying to get supplies over there. North Carolina, Tennessee, surrounding areas. I've been watching people on YouTube, on social media, letting us see how serious it is over there. How when real life hit, we walk around, we shouldn't take for granted that we're able to, be in Wisconsin where something like a hurricane like that will not hit, our state. But like I said, this is something that we have to pay attention to when people are suffering. It is what it is when we talk about life. And ain't no telling when, tornadoes, hurricanes, things like that. We just got to try to do our best to contribute, to try to be a resource, to try to help. They're saying that the Biden administration is offering services. Donald Trump, I seen Donald Trump went down there offering services, and we all got to offer services. I tell you right now, I always say the best thing to do is be a resource for me and you, each individual, as we move forward. And I always say we got to be about that action. And this is the time for action. And all that talking and all the words and all of the, prayers is fine, But we got to be about that action and whatever we can do to try to help that situation, those that have probably lost everything, lost some loved ones. Let's continue to pay attention to that and whatever we can do as far as, sometimes they have those places where you can give money to that they're going to help. Also, sometimes they have families online and they have GoFundMes, individual GoFundMes. So I've seen a couple of those. It's just a mess down there right now. But also tonight, we got the debates, the VP debates. We got Walls and Vance. I mean, I haven't gotten invited to any debate parties for this. I don't know how excited people are for this debate. I don't know. How do you feel about this debate?
I don't think it's that big of a deal, right?
Right. I mean, I'm not feeling the energy from this debate, but I'm sure a lot of people will be tuned in. Two candidates that weren't on many radars, I'll say that. Basically, J.D. Vance was anti-Trump at one point. And Walls, they say that he allowed Minnesota to get burned down and he has other things that's going on. But I don't know. I just watch. I think the vice president debates could get interesting. But we got some audio on tonight's debate. Let's listen.
With the race for the White House heading into the final stretch, Republican Senator J.D. Vance and Democratic Governor Tim Walz will face off Tuesday for their first and only vice presidential debate, in what's expected to be the last showdown of the 2024 season.
I absolutely want to debate Tim Walz.
And I got to tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy.
The matchup in New York comes just 5 weeks before Election Day, with early voting in some states already underway and polls showing a razor-thin contest. While historically vice presidential debates haven't done much to move the needle, this year could be different.
Even though they're the vice presidential candidates, it's kind of the closing argument in a way. It's the last time we will see the opponents on stage together, and it's the last time for anybody to do any sort of comparison shopping in that regard.
Both Vance and Walz entered the spotlight this summer as relative unknowns on the national stage, and both head into Tuesday's square-off with their own set of challenges. Among the biggest for Vance, likability. A new AP Norc poll shows that about half of registered voters have an unfavorable view of the Ohio senator, up from about 40% in late July.
These guys are creepy, and yes, just weird as hell. That's what you see. That's what you see.
He does have this kind of deficit in popularity among the public. He's got this tendency to sort of insult segments of the audience that he ought to be courting. And so he certainly has some PR work to do on his own behalf.
Walz, meanwhile, is bracing for attacks over his military service and his progressive record in Minnesota, as Vance looks to prove the Democratic ticket is too far left for mainstream voters.
Tim Walz's record is a joke. He's been one of the most far-left radicals in the entire United States government.
Schroeder says while Vance is hoping to regain some ground after Donald Trump's shaky performance against Kamala Harris, the top priority for Walz, do no harm.
The pressure is on him to sustain that momentum and to deliver a performance that is the equal of hers, and that's going to be pretty difficult.
Though few believe this vice presidential clash will carry the same weight as the lone debate between Trump and Harris, in a presidential race this tight, any viral moment could be game-changing.
Hey, look, if they can get, any side can get a viral moment, kind of like what Benjamin had, the other day. If they get, I'm not interested like that. I'm going to be watching the Brewers game, I'm going to be checking out the Brewers game today. That's all I'm interested in is, the first game of the playoffs, But if there's a viral moment that could come out of this, Yeah, it depends on which side creates the viral moment. I don't think I'm gonna have the popcorn and soda for this debate. I'm gonna be waving my flag, my Brewers flag. Hopefully we can get out this first game with a win against the New York Mets. They'll be here in Milwaukee, the wild card game. Like I said, I'm not interested like that, DJ Brother Z. But at 2:00 I'm gonna open up the lines. What do y'all want to see from the debate? Y'all know how we get down. We open up the lines for the elephant and the donkey every time. But I think the elephant's been quiet. The elephant's been extremely quiet because once Kamala Harris came on the scene, the donkeys rose up. The donkeys felt confident with Kamala Harris. They wasn't as confident with Joe Biden. But I see that the elephants on the lines, at least, they didn't fell off. I guess they just trying to sit back and see what's going on, what's happening. They was feeling good when Biden was in there, DJ Brother Z. The elephants was roaring loud. You could hear the sounds. But now it's crickets. The elephant's been quiet lately on the lines. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the elephants. Maybe they feeling like that the donkey done climbed up one. But look, when we come back, I want to talk about something that's going on in our community right now that we need to really be paying attention to, and I don't think we're paying enough attention to it. And that's these young girls being groomed online. And I've been trying to tell people for a while now, this has just become a phenomena in our communities that we should be paying attention to, is groomers having access to these young girls, 13, 14, 15, and 16. But the last several missing ideas that came my way, even today, I got 2 sisters that are out here missing and potentially lured out the house from meeting somebody online. I want to talk about that because I'm starting to see, I'm talking about as far as me dealing with the missing. In the last 2 years, this has been like the most missing idea that I have to deal with, is people meeting these young girls, these young boys online and luring them outside. I'm going to talk about it, and I need y'all to spread the word on this because y'all might be around young adults right now, 13, 14, 15, 16, and y'all letting them get these tablets and y'all letting them get these phones, and the phones do not have to be activated for them to use it, because if they got access to Wi-Fi, that's like having a phone. But we're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Friday Night Lights officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School Championship football. Be sure to tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. as we bring you some of the best gridiron action in the area. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Fredrickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
I'm done voting for Democrats this year. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Senator Baldwin's policies have crushed Black Americans. We are paying more for food, clothes, and everyday items than ever. It's harder than ever to find affordable housing. Democrats say defund the police. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Who pays the price when there aren't enough cops on the street? Whose neighborhood gets violent? We see that violence and pay that price, not people in the suburbs. It's folks like us trying to go to work, take care of our kids, live our lives, wondering if something's going to happen on our block. How about jobs? Democrats let 12 million illegal aliens come here the last 4 years. Who are they taking jobs from? Not people in the suburbs. They take those jobs from us. I'm done voting for Democrats this year.
I'm Eric Hovde, candidate for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Hovde for Wisconsin.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's poppin', Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, and of course, I have to tell you guys about my friends at the one and only Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is celebrating its 90th anniversary with its biggest, best brands, best prices sale. Take 10% off all of their best brands of sofas, bedroom, and dining, including special order, so you can really make it your own. And with Steinhoffels' 18-month, 0% interest financing, your new room is even more affordable. Shop in store and online at steinhoffels.com.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Wake up. It's the first of the month. I brush my teeth and count up. I let my roll my blunt. I'm about to dirty like a
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Before we go to the pop culture report, I need to take a little bit more time to inform the community about something that is running rampant with the youth, especially between ages 13 to 15. It's this online grooming where I read somewhere where they say it's like 500,000 predators a day online looking for young girls, looking for young boys, grooming them online. This is how bad it is. And it's something that we got to start shifting our energy to because it's directly affecting our youth. And I don't want to ever not be able to try to get ahead of this because I'm dealing with a lot of this directly. The last several young people that I had to deal with as far as missing, they left the house due to somebody grooming them online. And the phone didn't have to be active. The phone don't have to be active for them to have access to people. All they need is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is like having a phone. If you can get around Wi-Fi, that phone, even though it's not, like I said, has a service, Wi-Fi through these apps, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, that it's still, you can still communicate. So these young girls and boys, and these are not bad young girls and boys. Some of these young girls and boys are great students. They were raised in good homes where the family seemingly, has it together, but there's something in the house that's allowing them to be influenced or groomed as if they were out on the street talking to a stranger, and that is these phones, these tablets. And I need y'all to pay attention to this because I'm being bombarded by missing young people, and it's due to the grooming online, the child enticement. They calling it child enticement, grooming online, whatever you want to call it. It's being done at a large scale, and it's a lot of young people when they get disgruntled with what's going on in the home. They have access to these tablets, to these phones, and they're able to reach out, or the person are able to reach out and connect with them online while they sitting in the house, and you thinking that, okay, they're safe. Okay? This is serious. Y'all need to start having conversation about how to put up a system to monitor what's going on online. And now I'm seeing something that I can't believe that I'm actually seeing it. But now these groomers, once they get the child out the house, they're instructing these young girls or these young boys to take the battery out the phone so you can't track the phone. So you can't track them. They're taking the battery out the phones, or they're telling them to leave the phones at the house. Like, once you come out here, toss the phone. They're starting to catch on that we're catching on, and now they're getting these young kids in a space where they're going to take them, but they're telling them to leave the phones behind. Don't bring the phone. Okay? Now, I got two sisters that before I came on the air, I was talking to their mother, and they've been missing for 2 days. But they walked out the house in the middle of the night and left with somebody in a black car. And they got this on camera, okay? And this is not the first time I've heard that these young girls, these young boys, they're leaving, mainly the girls, packing up and leaving, like in the middle of the night. These people are getting smarter on how to groom and child entice your children. And these are not children that are out here, trying to steal cars or causing trouble. These are well-to-do students from good families. And maybe they have don't like something at a certain period in time of what's going on at the house. And I don't know, it was a point where I was at grandma's house and grandma made me upset as a child. I didn't have no way out. I had to go to my room. You know what I mean? But if I could find somewhere to go, if I'd had the internet, I probably would have found somewhere to go, But everybody goes through this. You grow up in a family, y'all have y'all good times, y'all have y'all bad times. But now, with this internet, when y'all go through y'all little, parts where y'all don't agree, there's people waiting on that moment so the child can make a post on one of these apps. I don't like what's going on. They telling all their business, and all they got to do is see a sign where they can work their way into that child's life. When they posting online, when they make posts of being disgruntled on, and it may not be something that's long-term. It may be something where, okay, you get on the child about cleaning their room, or you get on the child about their grades in school, and then you try to take their phone away from them because you're seeing that they're being distracted from what they need to do. And then now that with this phone addiction, I'm telling y'all, this phone has an addiction to it. Like these kids, y'all letting these kids spend hours on these phones, and they're becoming addicted. So when you take the phone away from them, they get in a rage, like almost like a withdrawal. So and some kids start fighting, for the phone. You seen what the student did to the teacher when the teacher took his phone in school? He beat the teacher up. I don't know how many parents are getting beat up or attempted where they take the device and the child actually make a motion to try to fight them. But that's the addiction of the phone. So I'm just throwing it up there. Truth Nation. Make sure that you got your security ideas in place. Make sure that you know all the passcodes. Make sure you have access to everything that they're doing online when they're 13, 14, 15, 16. These are the age groups that are being affected by this grooming, that is being affected by these predators. And this is black, white, Hispanic. This is all races. They don't care who the child is. All they waiting for is a moment where the child is dissatisfied and making posts online where they don't agree with the parents, and they going to slide right in. Good students, DJ Brother Z. These are young girls that got 3 points, 4 points. But then these grown, sick perps are there trying to make them, getting online and many times, I'm going to be honest with you, they sending pictures. These grown-ups are asking them to send ideas that they shouldn't send on the phone. I'm trying to be nice about it because I'm on the air, on the radio waves, but when I start breaking these things down and when I catch the girl and when we get into the phones, it's everything in the phones. They didn't ask the little girl to send all kinds of stuff to them. This is how sick it is. And it's going on every day. It might be going on in your house right now. All you need is a young teenager with a phone and you not monitoring it or you don't have the gates up to actually see what's happening. This is going on, and I'm letting y'all know because when I leave this show, I got to go find 2 sisters. I'm going to help that mother bring those girls home. Okay? But at the end of the day, I'm letting y'all know what's happening in so y'all don't be victims or y'all don't fall victim to a lot of this, and it's running rampant. It's running wild right now, and we got to put a stop to it. It's a lot of sick people in this world. And just because your child is sitting in the house, that don't mean they don't have access to them. Y'all hear what I'm saying, Truth Nation? Go check the phone right now. Take some time to go check the phone right now. Look in the inboxes. And don't tell them you finna take the phone. Just grab the phone before they can erase something. Because I tell you right now, the minute they know y'all alerted to what's going on with them in that phone and they've been quiet with that phone in the room somewhere and you try to make a noise about that phone, the minute you let them know that you about to get that phone, they know how to just erase everything. They know how to erase it. Like delete the app, delete the messages, then or log out. Or however they do it, then soon as you disappear and you feel like, my baby ain't doing nothing like that. And you give them back the phone. Next thing you know, they re-sign in or they reopen up the app. They know what they doing, Truth Nation. All I'm telling you is to know what you doing. Because it's going down. And I don't want you and your family to be the next calling me saying this is what happened. And I need your help. I'm coming. But I'm trying to tell you ahead of time so that don't have to be the case. All right? Well, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have a pop culture report. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
At We Energies, we're committed to building a bright, sustainable energy future. We're investing in clean energy projects like solar, wind, and battery storage. As a leader in the decarbonization effort, our goal is to achieve net zero carbon emissions from our generation fleet by 2050. It's part of our plan to provide the affordable, reliable, and clean energy you depend on. Learn more at weenergies.com.
We Energies. People you can trust, energy you can depend on. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated is celebrating 35 years of serving all income and medically underserved populations of Milwaukee's metropolitan area. MHSI is a one-stop shop that provides medical, radiology, dental, pediatric, behavioral health, pharmacies with affordable medications, and more. Also, MHSI's new family medicine residency program, located at the Isaac Cobbs Heritage Health Center, has brought 28 family doctors to our area, which is significantly impacted by healthcare workforce shortages. Become a new patient today. To schedule an appointment, call 414-372-8080. Your health is their business.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
I want to stress the importance of a positive mindset. Everything begins as a thought before it ever becomes an action. So it's extremely important to purposely place yourself in positive spaces to help shape and nurture those thoughts. I know you're probably thinking, okay, Telly, let's be realistic. Look, I get it. You may work with people with bad energy, or you may even be related to people who are negative by nature. In this journey called life, there will be many things that come your way that's out of your control. But what you can control is how you respond. Understand this. You have the right to either tap in or tap out of whatever energy that may come your way. And that's how you can control and protect your positive spaces. The mind is where it all starts. And if your thoughts are centered around positivity, you'll see how things begin to transform. You will see a noticeable difference between things happening for you versus things always happening to you. You begin to grow through situations as opposed to just going through tough situations. Make it a priority to surround yourself with positive people and create those positive spaces and begin to experience the fruits of what a positive mindset can produce. Trust me, it takes work to creating these spaces, and you have to be intentional about it. And I'm committed to putting in the work because I'm living proof that it's well worth the peace a positive mindset brings.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth. It's powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. Playoff baseball in Milwaukee will begin today. The Brewers will welcome in the New York Mets to begin the best-of-3 wildcard series in Milwaukee. Manager Pat Murphy speaking on his team's chances this postseason.
Any one of these teams can get hot at the right time and win it all, so why not us?
Freddie Peralta slated to get the start for the Brewers in Game 1. Coverage can be heard over on 620 WTMJ. Over to the NFL, as the Green Bay Packers will look to bounce back after dropping a Week 4 matchup to the Minnesota Vikings as they get set to face the Rams in L.A. Head coach Matt LaFleur speaking Monday afternoon in regard to his quarterback Jordan Love, who played his first game since injuring his left knee back on September 6th.
He's sore, but he's doing well.
The Packers do have an off day from practice today. They will resume again on Wednesday. And lastly, sad news out of Major League Baseball. The hit king Pete Rose passing away on Monday afternoon. He was 83 years old. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown team. Remember, FDIC.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin. It's amazing. And Carrie Noni Juice is out on assignment. But we got the queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown, in for the Pop Culture Report.
Yeah.
What's happening then?
You already know. It's Tuesday. The sun is shining. You know what I'm saying? Benjamin, it went viral.
Hey.
Viral.
Hey,
right.
I'm going to call you Viral Ben.
Hey, people might start thinking that's like some kind of disease or something.
Oh, wow.
Hey. Viral Ben. They got that viral. Oh,
they got that viral.
They got the VB.
The VB.
Or it could work on you like in another way where they think that when you come around, everything you touch going to go viral.
Very true.
As it should.
And I'm not
It depends on how you market it.
I thought about, you're right, marketing does right. That messaging does matter, but it really made me think about actually all my viral moments this entire year. Mm-hmm. It's been crazy. Whether it was us going crazy on YouTube when I asked about Drake's penis.
Right.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that one.
Hey, I wanted to forget about that one. I didn't want to remember that one.
Hey, it's
I don't.
Diddy.
Yeah, no Diddy.
No
right.
Diddy at all. It's all Drizzy. All right.
BBL Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy for sure.
Oh, wow.
It was before he lost. It was that. It was the Eric Javier moment. Which,
true that.
Right. We were just living that, you know?
Right.
I never thought that I was actually going to do anything. I just wanted to ask questions I thought was important.
Hey.
You know?
I didn't think he should have came out on Juneteenth Juneteenth Day not prepared.
But you got the resume though now. You know,
well, I guess
viral being for real.
I guess I do have the resume.
Yes, you do.
You know, but I think it was great for Eric Huffington to come out. It just comes down to how he actually answered the question.
And that's what I'm saying.
You know,
and
for real.
You can't when you come to a cultural event.
Yeah,
you got to be prepared because
he wasn't prepped.
Right.
Be prepared and also just be respective of the culture. Right. Like don't ever feel that you above the culture that you're in. If I'm going to some Irish fest, you think I'm finna come up in there talking about?
You just gonna come in with the green beard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And trying to have fun.
Don't come if you're not prepared.
Facts,
and you can tell that he wasn't prepared.
Nah,
you know?
and I think he just thought that he knew too much because he had helped African kids. That's really what it was.
But the thing is,
it was synonymous.
And the thing is, the funny part about it is, you know, I already knew it was a bad idea when they showed up. I was like, oh, this is gonna be. Yeah. I already knew that. Matter of fact, I said like, okay, here we go, because this is where you create magic, radio magic, and then when you have certain combinations of like if people walk into this studio and I already can feel the situation, it's gonna be radio magic.
Yeah.
Because of the conversation.
Pop off.
They ain't ready.
There are people in the room. Oh, no, this
mess
person about to get.
Find out. Yeah.
That's true. That's true, man. Because, again, Eric Huffington really wasn't ready and prepared. I was about to get up out my seat, to be honest with you, because I thought he was just coming to talk to you. But I stayed down. Juice stayed down.
Yeah. But it was our hour. It was our part.
That's very true.
It was our part of Juneteenth.
And it was meant to be.
Right. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Period.
Like, so that ended up happening. You know, that took us to MS and NBC, went to the Washington Post. New York Post. What's the name? What's the white dude? John Oliver show. Yeah, went on the John Oliver show, so we've been featured.
But
on
I don't
HBO.
think they putting the respect on your name because they not saying your name
Facts.
in their titles.
Facts.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So
you know that you wanted to.
I definitely wanted it, right? But at the same time, I contacted one of my OGs, and one thing that he told me was like, you know what, Ben, this just goes to show that. It's crazy. I was just talking to my sister about this, but sometimes you're looking for the confirmation from the universe, like saying like, hey, you are doing a good job. You're kind of looking for that quote unquote validation, saying like, hey, you're doing good at what you're doing. Because sometimes I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is 101 telling the truth. Some days I feel like an impersonator. Sometimes I feel like I'm not. So yeah. Sometimes because look, Tory, man, you Batman out here.
Oh, right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
You out here rescuing missing girls each and every day. Shoot, Sherwin Hughes has his political background. Dr. Ken's a mad scientist. You know what I'm saying? He's a mad doctor out here. So everybody
more mad than science.
I agree. But everybody has all these different superhero attributes, if you will, right? Mm-hmm. And I was always trying to figure out where does Ben fit into this, right? Like I just come up here and be myself. I get a chance, an opportunity to talk on air, you know. But I at this point, I started to realize my superpower is not just being myself, but just being human. Thanks. You know, and I think that's why people resonate with my content that I put out there. But also, you know, that's what intrigues people when I'm even just talking to people out and about. Mm-hmm. You know, the question when it came up to Damian Lillard that I asked him yesterday, it's just a normal question that I would have asked him if he was sitting right here.
But I was telling Liz, we ask questions concerning the culture.
Facts.
And when you have black media, this is why it's important to have black media.
Yes.
Because when the mainstream asks questions, they're asking questions, and that's why we call it mainstream.
Yeah.
We call it mainstream because they're asking agendas and ideas that don't concern us most of the time.
Facts.
At least probably like 89% of the time.
For real.
And so when we talk the way we talk and move the way we move,
because that's what we
are the salt of the earth. We are the salt of the earth. We are the flavor in America. We are the inventors of ideas. We are the changers. We are the change makers.
Right.
Because
all of the reason they made patents.
All of this is circling. All this is circling around. A lot of the media is circling around black culture. Dame is from the black culture.
Right.
He's a hip hop artist.
Right.
So we are going to ask more relatable questions than them.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And that's what happened.
And that's why we need to be in the room too.
Right.
And just on what it is that you were saying of you watching everybody and they greats. Like you just have to be present in your greats.
Yeah.
Because your energy, you just being. Never compare yourself to nobody else. Again, when you pay attention to your lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we're taken back by, because my daughter was saying, like, Mama, you know, you do all of this stuff, you know, and you want to try to find your way and what your passion is, but it took me 47 years to get here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you supposed to stew in your journey and make sure that you are present at all times in what it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
When you see everybody else, don't allow that to have you questioning yourself.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You supposed to stand 10 toes down in what it is that you do, because that's what's going to get you. That is your superhero.
Yeah.
Your energy, your ability to go in a room and have the confidence. You know, to ask the questions that you ask that our community want to know, and never second guess what it is that you're saying. Because like Tory said, the black community, when you show up, we show up.
Right.
And those questions that you ask is what we want to know.
And it's totally different. Like I said, people want to believe that our concerns are conjoined with theirs when it's really not. And unless we have the right representation in these spaces, that's why I say we need to be all places, at all times, in all tables, talking about what we are concerned about.
Yeah.
And I think that we have many times isolated ourselves due to the boogeyman, due to the fear-mongering, due to all of these that is promoted to the black community. All right, stay in this little box now, and then you'll be safe. No, we got to stop being in that box. We got to think outside the box. We got to be everywhere, all times, making sure our voice is heard in all avenues. And when you ask those questions, when you talk about Dame, look at his face when he responded to it. He didn't, out of all the questions, he had the most, he felt it. He felt what you were saying.
Right. He actually gave me the head nod at the end, too. Like when he was walking out, he's like, yeah.
Because, again, that's us. You understand?
Right.
And, like,
We
for so
connected
long,
here.
we have been, like Tory said, not a part of the agenda, even though we was the agenda. You understand what I'm saying?
Got you.
So the bottom line was, you did excellent.
Yeah,
continue to do what it is that you do, because like you stated, when you look at your resume, you have the ability to go viral.
Yeah.
Next level.
Multiple times too.
Trust and believe.
And it's just crazy, man. And again, I just appreciate everything that has happened for my journey to get here. You know, again, when I do mention a Tory, a Sherwin, or Dr. Ken, hell, even a Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. You know, my co-star, Carrie. You know, even a Melody Ricks, Kyle. You know, I pull from all of you guys when it comes down to me creating the content that I do. You know, because I know we're a super team. You know, this is the Justice League as far as I'm concerned.
This is Super Friends.
Yeah.
And we're part of the original ideal of the truth.
Oh,
and
very true.
Everybody was brought here, and I always tell people, if you here, your energy
You're
brought
on the
you
right
here.
side of history.
The energy that you put out there brought you to this moment.
Right.
So bask in it, learn to grow, always grow. You know, you ain't never done growing. But yet you deserve to be where you at.
Facts.
You know, you deserve to be in the places you are because of the work that you put in to get
Facts.
here. And I always tell people that.
Make sure you pat yourself on the back. You know what I'm saying?
I did last night. You know what I'm saying? I definitely did, because I was like, bro, you on TMZ, you on Complex. Like, these is all major news outlets that I've always like, I'll pull a story from one of these joints, you know what I'm saying? So I can make some content for everybody to sit back and enjoy. So for the fact that the audio clip that I did with Dame got to those platforms, I'm like, my God, I can't believe this. But then again, I had to say, I have to believe this, because like you guys are saying, this truly was meant for me. You know, this is meant what I was supposed to do.
This is the new media.
Yeah, this is the new media.
We're the mainstream.
And truth be told, y'all, it really made me think about the whole sports idea, right? Because truth be told, so my little brother, he plays, he works with the Tennessee Titans. He's like the data analyst for them. Yeah. Shout out to my little brother Alex. I love you. You know what it is. He just had a birthday last week.
Hey, salute. Happy late birthday.
Yeah. But he was he had shared the video. He shared the video. And he was like, these are the types of questions that get asked when you don't watch sports. And I was like, bro, he wasn't lying though, because I'm not really a sports watcher like that.
Right.
Like I'll watch sports and stuff like that to pull nice stories from, or just for entertainment. But there, you know, Tory and Liz, there's other people who really immerse themselves in the culture of sports. So coming up to the Bucks Media Day yesterday, all these people in here are asking all these sports questions. And you know, again, I'm not necessarily the sports guy, but I am a person, and this is one of the reasons why.
And you pay attention to the culture.
I pay attention to the sports culture, and I also just pay attention to people. I'm the type of person that I want to figure out what makes you tick. You know, so when it came up to the question when I interviewed Giannis for a brief moment, I asked him a question that nobody in his whole career ever asked him. I ended up asking Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm like, bro, you know, I had a conversation with your brother Thanasis a few months ago. We went down the rabbit hole of the Greek religion. religion. If you had a choice to be a Greek god, which Greek god would you be? And he goes, oh man, nobody ever asked me that question before. Oh man, oh my God,
Right.
oh my God.
You gave him a minute not to be basketball, but to be human.
To be human. And like I just said, I realized that's my superpower. Just be human, bro. Like just be authentically true to yourself, you know.
That breath of fresh air in that moment. It ain't gotta always be basketball.
Correct. And you know, he went on to go answer with Aphrodite, but all the other reporters in there were like, oh my God, that was such a great question. How do you think of this? But it's just like, bro, I grew up watching Hercules.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like why would I
And
not
they
ask
call
this
him the
dude?
Greek freak.
The Greek freak.
Right.
Like, how does this not translate? But this guy's been in basketball for almost like 12 years now. So for nobody to ever ask him this,
It was meant for you to ask.
It was meant for me to ask, but it also goes to say that these people, when I say these people, I'm saying media, only looks at these people as athletes. They only look at them as sports people. They never look at them as human.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm like, dog, we got to have these conversations right here on 101.7 The Truth. I need to talk to these people because I need to humanize you. So anybody out there, even P. Diddy himself, you want to be humanized, talk to Benjamin.
You can probably get Suge to call in from jail.
Actually, that's not too bad of an idea.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And the Queen Elizabeth Brown.
Hey, yo.
Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, join us live for the Truth Summit on Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 3rd Street Market Hall. This exclusive in-person roundtable will examine the state of finances, education, and politics for Black Milwaukee. Dr. Ken Harris will be joined by expert guests for a lively debate and insights that you can't afford to miss. We've got it covered on the pulse of Black Milwaukee. Get your tickets to the Truth Summit by visiting 1017thetruth.com.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower housing costs by building more homes and crack down on landlords who are charging too much. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers who are keeping the cost of everyday goods too high.
Kamala Harris's economic plan is focused on lowering costs for families, so you can keep more of your paycheck. That starts with the cost of housing. For first-time home buyers, she's offering $25,000 in down payment assistance. To build wealth, her plan offers up to $50,000 in new startup tax deductions. This is exactly how we can build generational wealth and strengthen our community, so we can get the chance to do more than just get by, but to get ahead.
You work hard for your paycheck. You should get to keep more of it. As president, I'll make that my top priority.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for President.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed. Right. They want to know how far are you driving to get to and from work every day. They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. It needs you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What you hear in this verse is a man on a search. Out there searching for better. Thought I found that in the perk. I got addicted to that. Then mixed that with the syrup. Then got laced with the 50 and almost left planet Earth. Now put that reverse. If Narcan didn't work, my mama be crying with my face in the shirt. But they be buying my albums and collecting my merch. But if that's all I do for them, I gotta question my worth. Like, did I put in the work or misuse my influence? Become a black voice strictly used by the Jewish? Or tell you I did drugs but didn't tell you was stupid? Or did I tell your story and help for you with my music? I need to know. Like a fan that needs to blow, or like a Laker who can't create to 24. So with my last 23, the last dance belongs to me. With all the single ladies singing who don't love me. I got friends that know my losses and wins.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni is out on assignment, but we got the Queen, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Hey, yo, go Brewers.
Hey, look. When is the album dropping?
Hey, that was hot.
Hey, no, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all your love. Album will be out this Friday.
Okay.
Album will be out this Friday. I'm finishing up on a few touches tonight. And my website I'm finishing up on, but the album will be out later this week.
Hey, don't rush greatness.
Nah,
hey, when it's ready, it's ready.
And honestly, that's really one of the phrases I live by. You know, you really can't rush greatness. Sometimes, yeah, like you just gotta
let it simmer.
You gotta let it simmer.
Let it cook.
Let the universe, lead you sometimes. Because don't get me wrong, when it came down to my producers on this record, I've been on a case. Okay, because I'm like, bro, what's up? Sometimes you gotta hit folks up, like, come on, bro, we supposed to be at the stool. Like, you gotta get folks motivated and active. I've been damn near feeling like a coach out here. But really, that's how you're supposed to feel when a show baby, when a show project.
Oh, no doubt.
Because this is my life's work in here. My life is actually in here.
Right.
Just as y'all heard on that record. That record right there is called Losses and Wins. And that's real life for me.
It is.
I have won some things, but I've actually lost. But even in those losses, I've learned how to win.
Some lessons.
It's definitely lessons. And I feel like that's something that, especially when it comes down to music, especially when we talk about the mainstream artists,
right.
They ain't giving kids no game no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't teaching them how to be men. We was having a conversation, Liz.
Yes, we were.
We were just having this conversation maybe like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
And I forgot how we got up on the topic of it, but, I was telling you when it came down to black role models that I had as a kid. They were really rappers. I was looking towards the Jay-Z's, the Kanye's, the Nas's, because truthfully, though, they were giving me gems in there that I would actually take and go figure out how to live off of.
How to be a man.
And how to be a man.
Right.
And that's why, I can quote bars from these folks today.
When you gonna shoot the video? When did your first video shoot?
I'm gonna let the audience choose. That's what I'm gonna do.
Whichever song get the most listens.
Whatever song get the most listens, whatever people most resonate to. I do have video ideas for each and every video. Because truth be told, I want to make Hollywood Hooks into an actual series. That's what I really want to do, and it's probably gonna get done.
Okay.
I just don't want to. I don't want to put it out there yet.
Hey, all right. You ain't wrong.
Yeah,
Salute though. That was hot.
Thank you.
The Pop Culture Report was about Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And we got the Queen Elizabeth Brown in the building. Look, when we come back, we'll have more discussions. We're gonna open up the lines, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Attention, Milwaukee County. When it comes to stroke, every second counts. Remember to be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T.
B, balance. Are you having trouble with coordination or balance? E, eyes. Sudden blurred or double vision. Have you lost sight in one eye or both? F, face drooping. Is your smile lopsided or your face numb or drooping? A, arm weakness. Are you having difficulty reaching for things? Does your arm drift downward when placed in front of you? S, speech difficulty. Is it difficult to speak? Try saying, the sky is blue. Does that come out correctly? T, terrible headache. Are you having pain in your head? Experiencing more than one of these symptoms? Time to call 911.
Remember, recognizing these signs and acting fast can save a life. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. This message is brought to you by the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Stay informed, stay safe.
When
severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Listen to the man who tells you exactly how he sees it. The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And joining me in the studio is the queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, it's a lot going on today.
A whole lot.
We got a lot to cover on the show today.
Yes, we do.
And I need Truth Nation to open up your ears, okay? Now, we have this hurricane going on.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to get supplies out there in North Carolina, Tennessee. A lot of things are going on. I think the death toll is 130 around there. Yeah, so we have a lot of people displaced right now.
All facts.
Down there. And you know, I look up and I see a lot of political ideas moving around it.
Oh, yeah. It's
I hear Joe Biden is going to try to get more supplies down there. Trump already was down there.
With supplies.
How that work? Right. I mean,
he ain't even the president. No,
he went down there. That's what he did.
You gonna say a week.
He responded.
These people, you understand, right now is in dire need, and you're gonna say a week. You're going to make a phone call. How you going to make a phone call to families that can't even make a phone call? They don't even know if their family's good. Like, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, are you the type of individual, again, that's going to be in the front, that's leading this country, that's going to say it's going to take you a week to get to the devastation, and you have Trump that's down there right now?
Well, I'll say this, we watching, like I said, everything is right there.
In real time.
I think a lot of people, they want to go along with the agenda.
That fact.
But like I said, I'm about that action. So when you about that action, agendas don't really matter.
It don't matter.
It's only about being a resource for the people in need. Right.
Period. And these people are in need, and look who showed up, and you have everybody else talking about excuses, just like the, uncommon council here when we have real issues on the ground and they not show up. But then you got, Tory Lowe, you got Liz Brown, you got community members coming out to these tragic events just to let this family know that you there for them. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, many times what they have access to.
Facts, we don't.
And we have to create it. And I've got really good. I'm the best in the country at creating resources.
That part.
Out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Without using the establishment.
So the
establishment had nothing to do with nothing I've ever done.
Facts.
So I don't even know what that even looked like to even have resources from that end. We just create it on our end and we keep it moving.
Facts.
And I'll tell you this, when I see devastation and I see people who respond to the devastation, those are the people. I'm talking about Those are the people who immediately say, "Oh, I got to get over there. I got to get into that. I got to bring resources to that." These are the people I want making decisions.
All facts.
I don't want nobody that when they can't even make a phone call, they can't even call, they can't even pick up the phone, and they got access to the resources through the city.
You have your own plane, okay? You got your own jet. You're telling me that you're going to wait? You're telling me that the election is more important if it's about the people. You should have been there like yesterday. Point blank and period. We're talking about you have more power than anybody in this country. Like, you're the one and the two. Not one or two shows up.
Hey.
And you're saying you're for the people, you're about the people. The people are hurting.
Hey, look, and
you know what I'm saying?
And this is a typical, like, even when we talk about right here in the city, you know, in many communities where the people in office, they don't respond
at all,
and they wait until the media grab a hold of it, or when it's sensationalized, or people start asking questions about it. Then they, let me get out here and try to
force reaction,
get something out here.
You want someone who needs to be forced to do their damn job, or somebody that care enough to do their damn job? That's the reality of it, because you can say what you want. At the end of the day, people that show up because they care.
Right.
And they don't wait until the fanfare. It's not forced. It's all natural.
It's not even a thought.
Come on.
You just going to go and respond, and then
Trump pulled up
let
with resources.
Let it happen. Right.
Like, come on, man. Let's be real.
Hey.
Just like we pull up on our people and try to give them some type of relief. Ain't no excuses when disaster
I can't make none. I got a call today about 2 girls that's out here missing.
Exactly.
And, you know, when they reach out to me, I can't say, okay, give me a week.
That part.
I can't, like, and I don't even get paid to do it. It's just the way it is. It's just the way when you react and you about that action, that's the way it is. You don't need nobody to, you don't have to wait until it get on the news.
But again,
you have to wait until the community in an uproar about it.
Facts.
Matter of fact, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I had other stuff that I was doing.
That part.
That I had to put a pause in. And if I wasn't on the air, I would be over there with them.
That part.
So I say when I get done at 4 o'clock, I'll see y'all at 4:15. You know, I'll be over there. So, and if they haven't been located by then, I'll definitely put in the work that I do to try to make sure that we can do what we do.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. With zero resources, you have to have the energy. We're talking about individuals. We're talking about the one and the two. The so-called president, because I ain't seen, and the vice, who trying to be the number one.
Right.
You mean to tell me you can't show up? You mean to tell me that you gonna say that you on a campaign? I thought you was about the people. This was the time that you was supposed to show up. Because you're saying that you want to be the head woman in charge. You dropped the ball. You keep dropping the ball because you're not for the people. Because now the people are hurting. We're talking about devastation at its biggest. And you don't show up.
We got some audio on the situation that's going on right now due to the hurricane. Let's listen.
In Helene's wake, devastation and destruction stretching as far as the eye can see.
We were not prepared for this.
The powerful Category 4 storm causing damage in at least 10 states. Hardest hit, North Carolina, where every single county has been impacted.
And we're dealing with a situation that is unlike anybody's ever seen.
The town of Asheville isolated, cut off from power, water, and cell service. Homes and businesses destroyed, testing the resilience of its residents.
My business and my job and my livelihood and all that. So, you know, I don't know.
This video showing the flood's sheer power as it rushed in.
Everything's gone.
Leaving down trees and power lines, buckled railroad tracks, cars overturned. Devastation I saw firsthand driving through the streets. In Henderson County, families in need were given a meal and water bottles to help tide them over for the day.
And how would you describe the scene so far today?
It has been a very busy, chaotic scene trying to get water to residents who have not had water since Thursday.
Some more help now on the way. The National Guard moving in, FEMA also sending support. President Biden says he'll travel to the region tomorrow for an aerial tour. explaining he doesn't want his trip to divert resources.
I've directed my team to provide every available resource as fast as possible to your communities.
The destruction stretching more than 600 miles across state lines.
The impact of Hurricane Helene is historic.
In Tennessee, more than 100 people are still missing. Family members desperately waiting for news about their loved ones. The state's infrastructure also taking a catastrophic hit. Hundreds of bridges destroyed or damaged. In Georgia, hundreds of thousands left without electricity. Amid the pain, though, hope and heroes stepping in. Dramatic rescues through the storm. In western North Carolina, a man jumping into raging waters to save a woman whose home was being swept away in the flood.
I just couldn't watch her die. I felt like I needed to do that.
Up and down the coast, communities coming together.
Somebody's going to help them from our community because that's how we are. Nobody will be left alone out here.
That Southern hospitality showing up in a time of great need.
We just want to help. That's all we're doing.
Well, a lot of people are watching this, Craig, and wondering what they can do to help. What are you learning on the ground there? What's feasible to get there?
You know, it is what it is. It's one of those things when I tell people, you know, you can't be a bot. You can't be somebody that needs somebody to tell you when to act or what to do, you know. And many times when people have to wait to see it on the news, it's too late. I always tell people, you got to respond. You got to be involved. You got to be engaged to the point where when you see something, you can step in and try to help out. And nobody has to tell you how to do this. All you have to do is choose to be that type of person that's paying attention.
To get active.
Right.
Because the sad reality is your so-called leaders ain't coming. They making phone calls, okay?
They got the car out there.
It's the regular
They didn't pay
folks.
$88,000 for the car.
That part.
For the Mario Kart.
That part.
That don't work.
That's broke down, okay?
Hey, look, if y'all want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. We got another story that is happening right now. Port workers strike across the East and the Gulf Coast. Nearly 50,000 members of the International Longshoremen Association are on strike today against the nation's East and Gulf Coast ports. The strike, which began at midnight, will stop the flow of a wide variety of goods over the docks of almost all cargo ports from Maine to Texas. It could also stop U.S. exports now flowing through those ports, hurting sales for American companies.
Oh, yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah.
This is huge.
It's going to touch every single one of us that have to survive by going to a grocery store. Every single one of us, again, if property's not going to get built, we talking about lumber, we talking about fuses, we talking about light bulbs, we're talking about food, whatever you need, again, because they're importing that into America.
And this is a huge deal.
Yes,
you know?
it is.
This strike is going to drive up. You thought that the prices was high.
Hey, and the Brotherhood of the Teamsters slammed Biden and Harris, saying they need to, stay up out of it because these people, while they're on strike, they're not getting paid. When I speak about black folks and when they say we don't want to work, it's not that we don't want to work. We don't want to work for slave wages. And that's exactly what these workers are saying, that these are billion and trillion dollar businesses. Why are we standing in food pantry lines and we come to work every day?
You know, the sad part about it is this is all happening at a time where we need leadership. We need action.
Where is that, though?
And a lot of talk is being talked, but now we're going to see how they walk the walk because now these are walking ideas.
Period.
You got to walk
Where they
this.
at, though?
You can't talk this.
Come on.
We got some audio on the strike that's happening right now, and they're saying it's going to affect a lot of imports that come here that we need. A lot of hurting. It's going to hurt the sales for American companies, and we may have to pay higher at the pump at
even if it's
at
any
the
food
grocery
on the
store.
Hey, they bringing it in.
Well, if y'all watching us as we broadcast live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube, we got some video. Let's listen.
Just hours from now, a potential major strike sparking fears that parts of the U.S. economy could come to a standstill. Thousands of dock workers threatening to walk off the job from Boston and New York all the way down to New Orleans and Houston. The International Longshoremen's Association represents 85,000 workers in these critical port cities. A strike could cost up to $4.5 billion per day. These ports carry everything from canned goods to car parts to electronics, and a walkout would force major stores, including Walmart, Home Depot, and IKEA, to find other ways to get their products into the U.S. The workers are at an impasse tonight over a new 6-year contract, demanding higher wages and more protections against automation. In recent weeks, the union boss defiant.
I'll shut them down throughout the world to prove that we can beat them.
Oh, wow. The alliance pushing back, blasting what they call the union's repeated refusal to come to the table and bargain.
Are you worried this could crush the supply chain ahead of the holiday shopping season?
The longer a strike goes, the longer it's going to take to recover, the more of a potential impact it has.
President Biden has the power to break a strike, but the White House says he is not considering it.
Why not?
Because it's collective bargaining.
Ellison is joining us now from New Jersey. And Ellison, as of right now, there's currently not a meeting that is set before this deadline is supposed to hit, right?
Yeah, that's right. And the two groups haven't formally met since June. If there is a strike, the National Retail Federation tells us that for everyday workers are on strike, it's going to take 3 to 5 days for the supply chain to recover. Allie?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC.
And this is where leadership, have to take place, where you have to understand what's going on and be able to be decisive and trying to bring resolve.
Oh, no, without a doubt. But I think it's one of those things where, again, like the leader of the Teamsters is saying, they have a right. They should be able to fight for a better life free of the government interference. Because the bottom line is, for a long time, we're talking about these are the everyday people that make America go round, who deserve to have, to get paid what they worth when they go to work every day. And like they said, they've been threatened with the ideas of the robotic things coming in and things like that. But in the meantime, between time, it's their blood, sweat, and tears that's making America go round, and they need to get paid their just due.
Well, we got Gary on the lines. Gary, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute.
Hey, good afternoon, brother.
How you doing, brother Gary?
How y'all both doing?
Blessings.
All right, good. So listen, I'm gonna do some counterpoints. So the assassination on Trump that happened, I believe, in Pennsylvania, right? Mm-hmm. And the resources that were put into that. Now, just hear me out. The resources that was put into that. They were saying that if Biden or Harris go down to North Carolina right now, that would suck all of the resources that have boots on the ground right now that's assisting. They would have to pull those people from those rescue missions and all of that to try to support or protect him or her. That doesn't need to happen. They need those people with boots on the ground right now. Either Biden or Harris would be a distraction right now if they did that.
What?
Oh, wow.
Resources
really?
To protect them.
All right,
yeah,
bro.
really.
I'm just listening.
There has been no attempts on their life. There has been no attempts on their life.
No, sister. I did not say.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying
I'm not saying that, but it could happen.
Oh wow!
But listen, just hear me out. What they're saying is, if they went down there right now, and I know this can make sense to both of you all because I listen to you all the time. Imagine the resources they would have to pull right now to protect them. It's not about them not being assassinated. You never know what's going to happen. But they cannot pull the resources.
Trump is there.
Think about pulling those resources away to protect them.
But
right?
Trump is there.
And then the next thing.
And they tried to kill him twice.
And he's a distraction. I'm not talking about Trump, but anyway, he's a distraction.
How's he a distraction? He's bringing resources to a tragedy.
We're talking about how many lives that are being killed.
So let me ask you something. Do you know what Trump brought? What did he bring?
He brought gas.
Answer that question.
He brought resources. No, he brought a tanker of gas. He did everything. He brought a lot of stuff down there.
He brought resources.
It's online. You can go and look it up.
Facts.
I'm gonna look it up.
Go look it up.
And so the Teamster, the president of the Teamsters unit actually said this out of his mouth because I was listening to it today. He said that the Secretary of Labor for Joe Biden has done an amazing job supporting them. He said it is the companies that are not willing to budge. And so
I don't doubt
my
that.
final thing is this.
I don't doubt that.
And my final thing is this. I listened to Trump today talking about Harris is basically mentally retarded. She's been mentally retarded.
He said he said both of them, Biden and Harris.
Oh, you haven't heard that?
I heard it.
Yeah,
He said that about Biden and Harris. Yeah.
And check this out. And said that Harris only got where she was at because she was a DEI hire, and the press secretary, what's her name, Jean something, the black sister, said that the only reason that she got where she was at because she's a DEI hire. Anybody that talks that way about my sisters, I can't support them.
Hey, look.
Hey, well, hey,
Anybody
that's you.
that talks that way about black
look, I'm definitely voting for Donald Trump. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this.
I hear you.
Y'all fear mongering, but I'm gonna tell you this. I look at that. I look at what's.
That's not a fear monger.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. As many times that they call each other names, they both call each other names, and we can run the list on both sides. Hold on, they call them all kinds of names.
I would like to hear it. I would like
you
to hear
it. You hear it. They call them names. They do it all the time. Both sides mudslinging.
At the end of the day,
you can't pick what side you want to not mudsling on.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
They both mudsling
on both sides. But the bottom line is we have people dying. You know, people unable to get to their family members. At the same time, we're talking about resources. You're talking about their protection. What about the people's protection? We talking about babies. We're talking about real people in real time. That's happening right now.
And let me just finally say this. So the governor of Georgia praised President Biden today for his assistance and telling them that they can get whatever they need. He's got it. And he said, you know what? No, President, we don't need anything from you right now. Just your words of encouragement is enough. We'll let you know when we need you.
Okay.
Where your president been, though? I thought he was at the beach.
All right.
All right. Well, I said, Gary, I appreciate Gary for tapping in.
I appreciate him too.
Hey, look, because the thing is, whatever, it's about action, and we got to look at the action. People can talk, people got their opinions, but what's going on the ground? What's going on with the people?
All I'm saying is it's real people dying.
Right.
And if you can't show up then, you got a million and one excuses on why certain people and how many resources they got to pull. We're talking about America supposed to be one of the greatest countries in the world. Pull them.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596 or visit www.kwwf.org. That's 800-506-5596 or visit www.kwwf.org.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Let's wake up, wake up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's wake up, wake up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's wake up, wake up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's wake up, wake up.
101, Saying the Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. Hey. WISN 12 is reporting former President Donald Trump is expected to be in Milwaukee today for a 5 p.m. campaign event at Discovery World, just 36 days before Election Day. Hey, they saying watch out for the traffic because it's going to be the Brewers and
Brewers.
Trump.
Let's go, Brewers.
In town.
Yeah.
So they saying that the
have patience,
traffic might be slow.
Traffic is going to be crazy.
But we've been talking about the strike on the ports, and we've also been talking about the hurricane efforts.
Yes.
But there's a debate. There's a debate tonight. Both vice presidential candidates will be at the debate tonight. Is anybody going to be watching this? I want to know. If y'all want to weigh in on that, on the debate tonight, who you think going to win? It doesn't even matter. Are you interested? I'm going to be watching the Brewers game.
Go Brewers.
If I could tap into some, if they can get a viral moment, I'll love to see who makes the viral moment.
Wait on the little clips that come on your phone.
I might have to wait till the little clips come out.
Yeah, me too. That's what I do.
Now, if y'all want to weigh in on the conversation today, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Shar, you on the new 1017 The Truth Tap In.
Hey, it's good that any resource that would be delivered to the area is fine, but Trump has ulterior motives. First of all, North Carolina is a swing state, and do you guys remember when he was president and there was a devastating hurricane in Puerto Rico and more people died there than with this hurricane, and he went down there and threw paper towels at people.
Yeah, he did the basketball shot. He did like he's shooting the basketball with the paper towel.
I seen that.
Right.
Like he was throwing them chicken nuggets at the college game. Yeah.
Right. And that's when he was president. And Puerto Rico, the Republican Congress vetoed money. They're still in stress down there because of the situation. So
yeah, I don't doubt that. Louisiana, again. I don't doubt that at all. But you on the flip side of that, though, Queen, and you're correct. But on the flip side of that, if you're truly trying to get into the White House, don't you think that Kamala should have showed up?
You know what? When they say about the resources, I don't know. I really don't know. Showing up, first of all, he's not there. Probably he sent resources.
No, he was there, Queen. He was there.
Well, he's a billionaire. So if he could come, he's a billionaire. I cannot vote for somebody.
Here we go.
Come on, Queen.
Pull it through. Pull the conversation through, Queen.
I'm serious. Everything about him appeals to the negativity. Okay. That's my problem with him. Not policy. Okay. Not policy. He seems to bring out the worst in people.
Okay.
He likes when people are arguing and fighting, and I'm not talking about policy. I agree with, on both sides. There's things I agree to disagree with.
Right.
I agree with you. You talk about going too low with the transgender and all that mess. That's a bunch of mess. But he brings out the worst in people. Why can't all those commercials? Why is he talking about other people instead of talking about his policies? Why is
that's on both sides, Queen? That's on both sides, both of them. I mean, every debate you hear each one of them talking about each other and not what it is that they've done. The main idea is that Kamala in there now. What is she doing? And she pointing at Trump like.
Okay, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you because what can a vice president do? Let's face it.
She's
Vice
number
president's just a
2. What you
figurehead.
mean? Come on, Queen.
No,
come on.
No, not
All
my
right,
policy
here
like
we go. They got y'all believing that the
She got
number 2
power.
person
She the
can't do
number
nothing.
2
Wow.
person. And especially knowing that sleepy Joe Biden is they done moved him out the way because they can't even charge him with any charges because they was like he was mentally unstable to stand trial or something. So she's number 2. She's the next in charge. You're telling me that the vice president can't do nothing? She has no power.
She's not doing nothing.
Well,
I don't know.
he definitely appointed her to be over the border.
And disinformation.
Well, hold on.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Hold on.
I don't know what to
Was she
believe
appointed?
anymore.
Do you believe that she was appointed by Biden to be over the border?
Do you know what she was appointed for?
To do the border, to watch over the border.
No. You are mistaken. After you get up the air, look it up. He had her to go to the ghost.
Well, I'm gonna run some articles. I ain't got to be mistaken. I'm about to pull up an article where
I got it.
Let's
do it. Let's pull that up. Where
we gonna
Biden
pull it up
said,
because I ain't got to argue about this.
Her to handle. She's number 2.
That ain't got to be an argument.
Anything.
That's something that was said.
That's hers. Yeah, that's facts. All facts. Let's pull that up.
But she went up. But she was hired specific. She went specifically to deal with the places that are coming from. And let's face it, nobody wants the border cure because if you really wanted the border cure, you cut the people who are employing them, which is mainly Republicans.
So, Queen, the only question that I have for you: so she has no power at being number 2. She has zero power.
Not if number 1 don't agree. If number 1 don't agree,
but he sleep on the beach.
Hey, all right. Well,
he sleep on the beach.
We got callers on the line. I appreciate you for tapping in.
Salute, Queen.
I appreciate you for tapping in. Al, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Well, actually, it was in 2017 with Hurricane Maria when Trump delayed $20 billion. So if he can be proactive now, he could have been proactive in 2017. So just because somebody want to show their face, and you have to understand when you're dealing with people about the matter of convenience, it shows all signs. Also, he had a school as well that got closed down because he was swindling people out of money. And when he was over the border, he was snatching families away, and those families have not been found yet.
They did, and we talked about that.
They got prepared for that.
And again, they ain't been found yet. So let's
well, hold on. We talked about that.
We hear you. Calm down.
Don't do that.
Hold on.
Don't do that. You calm down that wig.
Hold on. Hey, look. Hold on. Wait a minute. See, we just tried. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Get out your emotions. Get out your emotions.
Finish what you was finna say, Al. Hold on. Finish. Hold on.
Y'all making yourself look stupid.
Wait, hold on. Here we go. Let me.
Look in the mirror. So you
hold on, Al.
Super sensitive.
Hold on, Al.
Stop being angel soft, Al. Stop being angel soft.
All right. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Stop being angel soft. Hold on.
All right. Here we go. I can't. Wait. Hold on. Like I said, we just want people to get their points across. But Al, you can't.
You're
trying to escalate things to an argument. You could say what you want, like you always want to say, but you don't want to come in and try to be on the attack and trying to do all this extra stuff. Like I said, this ain't what that's for. You can always talk and say your point, but don't get out here and start, doing that
just
extra.
Like Eddie. He wants to ignite something that's not going to happen. Okay, you being super sensitive and hyperactive,
and by you being a man and attacking a woman, always calling in doing that. That's starting to get people irritated a little bit. But like I said, you're more than welcome to come in, call in, and state your opinion. You know what I mean? But all of that attacking, doing all of that stuff, and you're consistently doing that, that don't have to be done.
You
That's
don't
something
have to tap
that
in.
Don't have to do.
Sit down, because you ain't about that action way.
Like I said, that's not the way that's gonna go. All right, well, we got a lot of people on the lines. Black Conscious, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Where is the love? Where is the love?
Hey, we out here showing it, King. We out here showing it.
I mean, why are we sitting here arguing about two people that don't give a care about us? They want our votes that we'll never see them again.
We not
why
even arguing, King. We just having a conversation.
Okay.
We just having a conversation.
Okay. Yeah, but when you get to talk
people
about
get high blood pressure
and all that,
yeah,
I mean,
but
come on.
people get high blood pressure. You know.
For the record, Al, I hear you and I love you, but let's do this without the name calling, and Liz, let the man speak, and we can all be heard, and we can all get this across, but we don't have to resort to the name calling.
At the end of the day, that's what Al do, though. And this is what I'm saying.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? That's far removed from acting like a man. Okay, I'm gonna need Al to, get it together.
Oh, wow.
All I was saying was just calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta do all that. But again,
well, the thing is, like I said, it's my show, and we always open up the doors for people to say their opinion. And like I said, I like good bantering, but the name calling and the disrespect gotta, that's just it's an X for me,
Yes.
But like I said,
we're
more than welcome to state what you think, But like I said, the extra is not going to be accepted like that.
So this is a case where individuals try to be the next individual to say, I'm the savior and I can save you all. But there's other things, because I hold him at fault for my dad passing away to COVID, not being straight up and up front with it. Let's not forget that. And countless others who lost their lives because he watered it down, if not straight out ignored it, where he could have put the American people, make them aware that this is serious, that these things, instead of playing with it, or not even dealing with it at all.
Well, the thing is, after all of that, they still came out with a lot of the stuff that Fauci said wasn't even true.
Okay. With all that being said,
and nobody got on Fauci for none of that, and he's a scientist.
Okay, now I'm not saying point fingers, but he's the man that
a lot of lawsuits that came out from Fauci. So what I'm saying is, he said a lot of stuff that wasn't even true.
But regardless of, we could go back and forth.
I'm
with that,
just
but
saying.
Still, start at the top.
And Fauci was the one that Fauci was the one.
Instead of ignoring it.
Hey.
I understand that. I'm not disputing that whatsoever. Okay. But I'm still pointing the finger at the man at the top of this who watered it down, or if not at all, straight ignored us and led us into a situation that we could have really prevented. So that's just my 2 piece on it.
Okay.
Because my dad was one of the ones who lost his life during that COVID due to COVID.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean,
it was a lot of people that died. And
I'm including all the.
Well, I had a best friend that died during that time, and an auntie back to back during that time. So
died due to the double heart attack from the vaccine. So, yeah.
So my point is, we can all point fingers and say who ain't right and who ain't wrong. That ain't gonna do nothing. Show your true meaning at the voting poll. Live righteous, Milwaukee.
Hey,
salute.
Like I said, no matter what you vote for, we better get out in these streets and help each other.
Facts.
But when we come back, Truth Nation, we got some smoke on the lines, and we got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What if you could ask a question that leads to a new way to treat asthma? Discover aspects of the far reaches of space or the depths of Lake Michigan. Develop better ways to manufacture. Researchers at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee ask questions, find answers, and add to our understanding every day. Their discoveries improve lives and fuel our economy. Every advance starts with a question. It starts at UWM, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
Truth Nation, let us take a second to brag for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like President Joe Biden.
Black child poverty was cut in half in 2021. We built black wealth, 15 million jobs nationwide, more than 2.5 million for black Americans. Black wealth is up 60% since the pandemic.
Former President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump.
Guys, we almost had a former president and very likely future president
assassinated on live TV. Like, you know what that would have done for this country? You know what that would have made our country look like? We would look like a banana republic.
And Brewers All-Star and former National League MVP Christian Yelich.
Listen, you already know.
Yeah, we got we were just in LA, so we heard our fair share of Kendrick out there in LA. Dodger Stadium has one of the best sound systems in baseball too.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app, listening live on 1017thetruth.com, and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I turned shorty up, sipping on that 1942. I got my 42. Oh, you got your 42. I got 40 of them. I rock Cardi's, you can't see my eyes since I be pouring up.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look, we've been talking about the port strikes.
Yeah.
Hey, this going to affect the goods and services in our country.
All facts.
We've been talking about the hurricane. 130 or so people are dead during this time. We're going to wish our condolences to everybody affected in a negative way.
And prayers for the other families.
Hey, also the debate. The debate is tonight. The vice president candidate debate is tonight.
Yeah. The Brewers playing.
And the Brewers is playing, exactly. So, hey, I'm going to be watching the Brewers game, but I do want to see some of the talking points. I'm going to see the highlights. I'm going to watch the highlights. But if y'all want to talk about some of those topics, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Pat, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, King. Hey, Queen.
Hey, how you doing, Pat?
I'm calling because I wanted to talk about the strike. I think that it is necessary. It's time for people to stand up. You know what? Milwaukee should go on a strike. I think one day of everybody not going to work and going and standing in front of the school system, the school board, and striking, because it shouldn't be no taxation without representation. You know what I'm saying? We back to that. You know, we not being represented, but we still being taxed.
Facts.
So I'm not against anybody right now standing up for their rights. If they don't feel like they're getting paid right, if they don't feel like they're being represented, so stop doing what you're doing. How come the people in Milwaukee, the people that's, running this stuff, how come they can't feel underserved like we do?
Come on.
Let's underserve them. Now, let's not work. Number two, I want to say that I agree with a lot of things they say about Trump if they're talking about personalities. But when you talk about facts, this woman, Kamala, is in office right now, and our border is out of control. 300,000 children are missing, not to mention the black children that go missing in America anyway. So we're talking about 500,000 people that are just missing in action that nobody's talking about. Let's talk about her character. I just watched Candace Owens, and she just cracked the case that the black woman that they show Kamala with is not her grandmother. Kamala's grandmother died in 1960. She was born in 1964. So her lies to just get in with us, and if you want to check that, like I said, go to Candace Owens. Those lies is enough for me not to trust her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not necessary. So I just want to say, y'all, thank you, Tory, for what you're going to be doing today after you leave there. Thank you, Liz.
Right.
We appreciate you. And we just love y'all. Stay safe.
Hey, God bless you. Lana Banana, you're on the news.
Hey, how you
1017 The Truth. How you doing, Lana?
I'm doing all right. My goodness. No, but I got a question. I'm kind of confused. Okay, now where was Trump in North Carolina?
You said what, Queen?
Was that yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
When was Trump in North? Yes, and he's supposed to be coming this way today?
They say he here.
Woo! Wait a minute.
On the street.
This is WICN 12 is reporting Donald Trump is expected to be in Milwaukee today at 5 p.m. campaign event at Discovery World, just 36 days before Election Day.
During the game of the Brewers game.
Right.
So they telling everybody to have patience when it comes to traffic.
Man, he is traveling fast to be 78. Okay.
He got a plane.
You know, so, yeah, but I'm just wondering, does he have a double or something that's doing all these? Because he's traveling too fast. I don't know. Because he just got some lookalike, not a double, but lookalike. I don't know.
He doing too many press conferences to have a double. They'd catch you. The double ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay, the one in North Carolina and the one in Milwaukee. Okay, I'm just saying. No, but anyways, though, I have a question too about Miss Garner here in Racine, and I want to thank you very much for finding her. And I want to know, since I'm here in Racine, I want to help out too.
Okay.
And I know that they need some resources, and I want to see, what they need. And if I can, make some phone calls and see if I can, make it all better, even if they need a person that's an expert in the field of helping them work through their trauma, as an individual and a family.
And we definitely need that.
Yeah, salute.
We definitely need people that help work people through trauma.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I can make some phone calls, but I want to know, because that happened to, the young lady, does she prefer female? And I have to get the perfect match for her because I don't want her to get discouraged, and the mother, because you can't treat one part and not the other. You have to treat both parts separately, put together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody can understand each other and grow together and move forward. So I'm willing to do that.
Well,
I know
do you follow me on social media? Do you follow me on social media, Lana?
I don't do social media.
Oh, okay. Well, give DJ Brother Z your information, and I'll hook y'all up and hook you up with the mother. You live in Racine?
Yeah, and I'm very private too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Because what happens is there's an area in Racine that they were telling me about where the kids were gathering in certain buildings, and that's becoming an issue. And so I may be down there to look at it because I don't live in Racine. But there's a street or something where the young people are gathering, and kind of like if they want to run away or if they want to, get involved in some stuff with these other youth.
Yeah,
they're meeting up over there.
That's not being kept. So it's a lot.
So I'll give you the information.
Okay.
Give DJ Brother Z your number, and then I'll send you that information. All right, look, when we come back, we got Mr. Moore on the lines. We got Eddie M. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has helped make the Tory Lowe Show a 2-time First Place Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Award winner.
Hey, I'm tapping in for the Milwaukee County Jail. Yeah, man, they treating us real bad up in here, man. I mean, they can have us sleeping in feces and urine. They took the batteries from us, told us there wasn't no batteries in stock. I ain't never heard that in my life.
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk. This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Reproductive justice, it's a framework, it's a movement, it's a vision for reproductive freedom, it's a right to have a child, it's a right to not have children, and this next part is really as important as the other parts. It's the right to birth and parent our children with dignity, and the right to live and parent our children in safe and healthy environments. So reproductive justice understands the ability of any person to control their destiny is directly related to the conditions of their communities. It looks at the intersections of discrimination in social, political, and economic systems, and it sheds lights on the barriers that these systems produce. And then we, reproductive justice advocates, fight against the barriers that prevent Black people and other people of color from exercising their rights. That's reproductive justice.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention families, Milwaukee Public Museum wants to remind you that Kohl's Thank You Thursdays are in full swing. Receive free access to MPM's permanent exhibits on the first Thursday of every month. Milwaukee Public Museum would like to thank Kohl's for their support and making this program possible. Visit MPM's website today for more information and to book your reservations. mpm.edu/KTYT. That's mpm.edu/KTYT.
After a crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. At Gruber Law Offices, we have the knowledge and experience to make sure you're protected. And we're here to help whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. Go to pcf.org today. Remember, it's your life, and it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
See more comments, then I see commas. Nigga, what dummy? We going down to. Let me be honest. Let me be honest. I won with the Bucks, boy. Let me be honest. I won with the Bucks.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Truth Nation. The 2024 presidential election is less than 2 months away. And to help you make an informed decision on our country's next leader, we will be broadcasting the U.S. vice presidential debate live tonight starting at 8 p.m. Again, that's the U.S. vice presidential debate between VP candidates Tim Walz and J.D. Vance tonight at 8 p.m. right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk. Hey, the vice presidential debate is tonight. I don't hear a lot of people calling in talking about that. I guess they don't really. No, it ain't really all that like that.
It ain't like that.
But we got some audio on this. Let's listen.
Tonight, the vice presidential candidates will go head-to-head in likely their only debate before Election Day.
Sidney Orr spoke with voters here in Milwaukee and is live this morning with what they are saying ahead of tonight's debate. Sidney, good morning.
Hey, good morning. The people I spoke with say they're looking forward to the vice presidential debate tonight in a way they haven't really before. I sat down with Jason and spoke to him while he was waiting for his coffee yesterday morning. When I asked him about his plans for debate night and what he was looking forward to, he actually lit up and really leaned into our conversation. It's not the usual response I get when going around and asking people to share their political views, but Jason responded to that by saying this isn't really a usual race to the White House. He says there have been so many unpredictable elements, and debate nights are a chance to see what these candidates are made of before giving a vote out to anyone.
With J.D. Vance, I mean, Donald Trump says a lot of things, right? So is he going to kind of back up all the crazy stuff that Donald Trump is saying, or is he going to kind of just, try to move past that and kind of just like, I don't know what's going on over there. As far as, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, I feel like Tim Walz is kind of just like this, happy guy. He's just going out there, friendly Minnesotan, Midwestern guy, and he's just going to kind of reinforce the points where, maybe she's seen as a little bit weaker.
Yeah, Jason also tells me that he'd also look forward to seeing the presidential nominees go head-to-head once again, and he'd like to see that even closer to election night. But for now, reporting live in Milwaukee, Signey or Team J for news.
Hey, I wonder if they're going to ask Tim Walz why he put the tampons in the men's bathroom. I'm just interested.
If that'll go viral, so we'll probably
It might be a viral moment from that.
That might be a viral moment.
All right, well, look, Elizabeth Brown, I'll say this. This has been a great conversation today, but I'll say this. If you're calling in and you can tell your opinion and you can say how you feel, and that's fine, but the name calling is not going to take place like that. That's why when people do that, then that's not what that's about. Then you might, lose
privileges.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, hey.
But, hey, Mr. Moore.
Let's come off the bag.
You on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute, King.
Hey, salute. Yep, I won't be watching that tonight. I think I'll be watching my podcast with my guy, Monty Bass, tonight. Yeah, I won't be watching two clowns get down. But, hey, it's cool. Like, hey, Trump, he made some mistakes. Hey, like he can't, make up for his mistakes. He threw the tissue to the people. Now, with no questions asked, nobody telling him, we got to go do this. Maybe he said, hey, these people out here hurting. Let me go down here and give them a helping hand. I'm a billionaire. Why not? I can write it off. As long as he did it, he done it. But if you don't do it, you ain't did it. But you want me to come vote for you?
Hey.
Get out of here. You can't show your face. Keep it moving.
Hey.
That ain't cool. You the president, the second president. You the vice president.
That part.
Okay. You telling your people,
I guess the vice president can't do nothing.
Nothing.
She powerless.
Right. You can't do nothing. You powerless.
Come on.
You don't need to be the vice president. You don't need to be none of that.
Hey.
It wouldn't make no sense. Like if I was the president and you was the vice president,
right?
And I was in the bathroom, I'm gonna tell you, hey, go do that.
Exactly.
Go get him that money.
Exactly.
You gonna be like, okay, I'll go handle that.
That part. Me and Tory out here every day. When I can't do something, he gonna do it.
And for the majority of the time,
I'm gonna do it.
I get the direct call from the family. I'm by request. I don't even look for that.
That part.
I get the direct call from the family, and I have to listen to what they have to say for hours, and then I make moves like that. So
that part.
It is what it is. We watching it in real time.
It's happening.
It's happening in real time. Like I said, it's up to y'all. Y'all, whatever y'all do with these elections, let's just make sure that y'all showing up out here.
Facts.
Because I don't, after November, then it's back on us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well,
and it's been like
now.
that. Yeah, facts. So, a lot of this media and election time, but once the election is over with, it's back to you back on the ground, and are you going to be active? Are you going to be a resource? And that's all that really counts truly, because our community is continuing to suffer.
Yes.
And we have to make sure that we're making the adjustment because, hey, they ain't answering the phones here.
Come on. They still on COVID restrictions.
Hey,
here.
Look, when we come back, we're going to open up the lines. We're going to have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Southside Serious.
Southside, this is 101.7 The Truth, and you are our Gruber 5K giveaway.
Oh, man, I can't believe it, man. You guys are so great, man. You're doing so much for the community. I really, really appreciate you guys.
What would you do with $5,000?
I got two boys. I got an 18-year-old. I got a 15-year-old, and, man, I'm gonna give it to them.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas from Truth Be Told with DT and Telly, and I am so excited for you to tune in to our monthly interview with Old National Bank. Old National Bank will be joining us to discuss why they are so committed to supporting women and people of color-owned businesses, while also discussing their Empowerment Loan Program, which can provide your business access to funds up to $5 million. So don't miss our Truth Be Told monthly interview with Old National Bank at 8 a.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
Attention, Milwaukee County. When it comes to stroke, every second counts. Remember to be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T.
B, balance. Are you having trouble with coordination or balance? E, eyes. Sudden blurred or double vision. Have you lost sight in one eye or both? F, face drooping. Is your smile lopsided or your face numb or drooping? A, arm weakness. Are you having difficulty reaching for things? Does your arm drift downward when placed in front of you? S, speech difficulty. Is it difficult to speak? Try saying, the sky is blue. Does that come out correctly? T, terrible headache. Are you having pain in your head? Experiencing more than one of these symptoms? Time to call 911.
Remember, recognizing these signs and acting fast can save a life. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. This message is brought to you by the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Stay informed, stay safe.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken Educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
All of your favorite 101.7 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 101.7 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, The Truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, The Truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got the queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, there is the strike. Port workers strike across the East and Gulf Coast. Nearly 50,000 members of the National Longshoremen's Association are on strike. This is going to mean the cost is going up.
Yes.
Eventually, we're going to get hit with the back.
Oh, yeah.
On the back end.
As we always do.
Are you prepared, to...
Hey.
Sometimes you gotta restructure,
You do.
When things go up, sometimes you can't go get this and that.
Yeah.
You gotta make the adjustments.
What you need and not what you want. Yeah.
And there's some people already out here
living like that.
I'm talking about going to the store right now, getting stuff.
It's
hopefully we don't see what we saw where people start clearing the shelves and start grabbing and hoarding.
Well, they saying that they out here now,
Hopefully that don't trigger that.
To get, the things that they normally need, so they won't have to, go.
Everybody grabbing the tissue.
Rushing.
Hey, look, if y'all want to join the conversation today, and we got the vice president debate. Are you interested in watching this debate?
Right.
And if you are, what are you looking for?
Hey.
What are you looking for them to do in the debate tonight? I don't know. A Brewers game coming on, Trump in town.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm actually wanting from this vice president debate. Maybe we can get some clickbait from it. Maybe we can get some good standout moments from it.
Hey, we'll see.
I want to know, Truth Nation, what do you feel about the debate tonight?
Hey, and know that MPS, too, town hall meetings is happening this week. They had one yesterday at Rufus King.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight it's at
Did they fill out the
Parkside.
paperwork for the state?
Good question.
If they having town hall meetings and didn't fill out the paperwork for the state, is that corrected?
No,
I haven't seen an article on that.
I haven't either. But
So
tonight,
what are you going to have a town hall meeting about if you ain't got the paperwork
they
together?
saying that they want, again, that's a good question.
I'm interested.
Because the question should be, is the paperwork straight?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what are they having these meetings for if they ain't working on getting the paperwork right?
I'm just letting the people know, if you want to find out. MPS meeting tonight at Parkside School for the Arts on South Howell, 2969 South Howell Avenue. Wednesday at Hamilton High School, and then Thursday, James Madison High School. So you can ask them up close and personal, because they saying they want, civic engagement. They want the people to tell them what they want to do with buildings, even though we've been there. We done that.
We didn't already had these conversations.
And they went in closed session. They didn't want the people there. So,
look.
Again, I just wanted to put it out there.
I just want to know where the money at. What did y'all do with the funds and why the paperwork ain't right?
Facts, because it still ain't
and
right.
then they just had an article last week where they took all these trips and they didn't have the proper paperwork and all that.
Correct.
So I don't know.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Positively, yes.
Go out, get engaged, I guess. Ask them questions. Eddie M, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Oh, thank you. I got two questions. One, the one lady called and said Pamela Harris lied about her grandma or something like that. She can't trust Harris. But I guess she's saying at the same time she can trust Trump. I guess his lies are trustworthy and her lies isn't. I don't understand that. The other thing is that we talk about Harris being the vice president. Tory Lowe, when you come on, you the Tory Lowe show, right?
Right.
Right.
I got a little power.
Brown is your co-host. Huh?
I got a little power.
but it's still your show, though. It's still your show. And Elizabeth Brown is your co-host, right?
She's the advocate and author Elizabeth Brown, right?
Now, right. So let's look at it this way. I'm just using this as a hypothetical. I'm not saying.
Go right ahead.
You the president. She the vice president. Can she, Elizabeth Brown, come on your show and do what she want to do? Maybe you gave her some power, but whatever she decides to do, don't she got to run it past you because you're responsible for what's done on your show, right?
Well, I'll bring in the topics because this is my show, and she just reacts and responds to the topics and give information. Plus, it's an advocacy idea. So if something happens in the community, we get to come back and report that. So it's already set in stone because this show is based around community advocacy.
That up, right? She can't change that up, though, right? She still got to run it past you. Even if she got a different view, she still got to run it past you.
I agree.
All right. So that's what I'm saying with the president.
But she does have power. She does have the ability to say, okay, this is what's going on. This is what needs to happen. I mean, that's always there. It's not like.
You got to.
Well, no, I don't always have the final say on things that need to be done. Sometimes when things need to be done, you just got to go and do it and ask questions later. If it's got to be done.
And if that's the person that you trust, if you the vice president, or what you're saying, especially just on the terms of me and Tory, we've been out here long enough together that if I come across something, even without having a conversation with Tory, I'm going to go get that done, and then we're going to have a conversation later. What happens is the goal is to make sure that the community is straight first.
You got to make sure it don't affect him, though, right?
Right. And the thing is, when you coming in as a team, there is an idea that we're working on together. So the idea keeps everybody in line, right? So you're just not out here raggedy doing stuff, right? It's very organized.
One last question.
Go right ahead.
What is Trump doing to get the black vote. And I would like people that's I'm black or whatever. What is he doing? He said what he's going to do for the rich, but what is he saying that he's going to do, or what benefits do black people that support him figure they're going to benefit from him being elected? I like to.
I think for me, I just don't like what's going on with the children. I don't need a lot. I just don't like what's going on with the children and with the border. If I can get those two things done, where we can get those things under control, I'm straight. I'm gonna move along and do the rest on my own, because I never had government support in nothing I was doing. So I don't like what's happening with the youth. I'm really strong about that because I have to deal with those ideas, and I don't like what's going on with my brothers and sisters that have to deal with a lot of that open border idea in black communities. And we talk all the time. So we voting for Trump. That's what's happening, and that's what he's doing.
One more question. Elizabeth Brown, somebody made a statement to Elizabeth Brown or to you guys about the kids and this, that, and other that was taken from their parents and stuff. And she made the statement, they got paid. Is that
what you talking about?
He's
what
talking about when Trump was the president and they had the kids in the cages.
Oh, okay.
When they separated the families, I said those families were brought back together and they were given repair due to the. Because again, they did. The families did. They sued them, as they should have. You know, anything is done egregious to any family, and that's exactly why we saying that we should be paid, because our families were separated. You know what I'm saying? And still are being separated right now, so we deserve repair as well too.
And do y'all support chapter the book 2025? Y'all support what's in that?
No. I don't even know I don't even deal with none of that. Matter of fact, I think I'm living in racism and discrimination every day. So I don't see the difference. I mean, I think the fear-mongering got to stop. If you black in America, it don't matter who in the presidency, you're going to face discrimination and everything on a day-to-day basis. It's been aggressive. It's been serious. And like I said, I fight against it every day. I'm a personal victim of a hate crime myself. So like I said, I don't do the fear-mongering and nothing like that. Only thing I need is for what my plan is and my idea is to move forward to be done, and it's just not on the left side this time around. Sorry about it. Sorry, none of my ideas work with the left right now, so we rolling with what's going on the right.
All right, thank you.
Hey, God bless
you.
Felicia, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute, Queen.
How you doing, Felicia?
Hello?
How you doing, Felicia?
Hey, how you doing?
Blessings,
good,
Queen.
Good. So, I wasn't born here. I'm Jamaican. I called you guys twice already. Let me tell you, it brought tears to my eyes a little bit before that gentleman called and was saying that, Kamala Harris, she's doing the best for the people, and she shouldn't be out there because she's gonna be in danger and all that stuff. And I'm Jamaican, and right now I listen to Candace Owens, and I'm telling you, Elizabeth, I don't know if I told you already, and Tory, Lowe, y'all need to listen to this lady, and I don't use social media, and it's because of her. Her name is the Master's Voice. I'm telling you, it's in prediction. There's nothing that we can do. Now that I'm saying that we're not supposed to try and see how we can figure it out, but it's not gonna work because it's in prediction already. God told this woman, and everything that she's been told by God, it's come true. And I'm normally someone who don't listen to people. I don't put my daughter even on social media. I don't do nothing much on social media. And I'm telling you, it's in prediction and it's in Revelations where the wicked ruler is going to be wrapped in pearls. And she always wears pearls because she's an Alpha Kappa. So I'm telling you guys, no matter what we do, the corruption is never going to stop because we're living in the last days because we've not been living right as a people. And not only that, too, there's nothing going to change because of the fact that the Democrats never think that they are always wrong. They always be trying to make it look like they don't do nothing, but they're the wicked people underneath everything. Her, Barack, Michelle, all of them has been doing, Hillary, all of them have been doing the war wrong. And it's everything opened up my eyes since COVID. COVID made me see every single thing, and it's a lot of stuff that they're not telling us. When it comes down to the United Nations meeting, nobody's not talking about the fact that they meet and talk about the new 2030 November, and it's serious. All this, the people on strike, I'm telling you, God told this lady everything that's happening now. The floods right now, he told her that it's going to be 10 times. He said, tell them, I said, it's going to be 10 times because America has done so much wrong to other countries and to our kids and to the whole gay people. I was on Facebook just going to look at her thing yesterday and I had to show my boss. Because I'm so passionate, y'all. I'm so sorry. And it's because I'm scared too because I got a daughter and we all live in this world that we're living in now. It's gonna be dangerous. We're gonna be suffering. We're not gonna have no food. Police not gonna be able to come for us because Kamala and them don't care. And she's the wicked ruler. She's gonna win. Trump not gonna get it. I wish Trump would have get it. I didn't like certain things that Trump do, but I'm telling y'all, she gonna win.
Hey,
salute.
All right, well, like I said, November is the final say. But whatever happens, whoever wins, our community still got to gather. And like I said, we get the breakup text. Hold on, we get talked about during these election cycles, and then as soon as they're done, we get the breakup text.
Hey.
So I'm here for the aftermath. Y'all can get excited and do whatever y'all want to do when it comes to these elections, but I'm gonna be out here in these streets waiting for you and your family because it's always something gonna be going on, and that's why the front lines got to be out here regardless of these things because a lot of y'all get high blood pressure over these things, and y'all ain't got nothing to show for it.
And the majority of the people that got high blood pressure, like I said,
they don't have nothing to show for.
They are unproven and undisciplined. You hear them, they going off the rails all the time, trying to mislead people to get you hype. But at the end of the day, if you was about that action, if you just get up and get outside, talk to your people, be a part of the solution and not the problem, instead of just running your mouth and listening to everybody else mislead other people. When you about that action, you don't fall for the okie.
Well, the thing is, we got to start living a life where we're always ahead of the curve and paying attention, and that's where we got to get to.
Yes.
And I like a lot of the mainstream media ideas and those agendas don't benefit the black community.
Never have.
And so y'all fighting for things and ideas that don't end up in our favor. And it's cool because at the end of the day, this is not the first time. It won't be the last time.
Facts.
So we have to start developing. We have to start developing an attitude of being active in our neighborhoods, business-wise, education-wise, development-wise. We got to have a firsthand, hands-on approach and put people in place with that first mind to make sure that they're doing their part to help our community blossom. And if that's not the case, we're going to lose. It don't matter what's going on.
Yep, facts.
Tony, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hello?
How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to touch on a few things, though, about why are you guys voting for Trump. Like, what is your thought process on who you're voting for and your values towards that?
Well, like I said, I tell people all the time, the children and the borders. And those are my ideas. My ideas don't have to represent yours. If it's something going on with the kids I don't like, and we know all the stuff that's going on with the kids that y'all don't even talk about, and all of the stuff that's going on with the open borders and the black communities and our community, I don't like none of that. So that's why I'm rocking with the right. Now, it's other things that people want to take out from the politics that they want to do, and that's fine from either side. But those are my ideas, and this is why I'm voting for Donald J. Trump, because those ideas that they have for the border, for these kids, line up with what I believe.
Alrighty, but as far as the children, and my children, you're talking about like such things such as them going missing and sex trafficking and stuff like that.
No, what I'm saying is I told people 30 times why I fight against human trafficking and sex trafficking all day. What I'm saying is the educational ideas when it comes to these kids and what's being taught in these curriculums, I'm not with none of that. And I'm not with the open borders. That's it.
Educational ideas when it comes to these kids and what's being taught.
Okay, so what's going on? What's your question?
All right. I just wanted to get an idea on that.
That's it.
An educational idea such as like
curriculums.
Maybe them teaching Christianity in school.
No, it ain't even that. It's just the way the whole curriculum looking right now. It's too far left for me. Everything on it, all of it, trash.
It's all trash.
Yep. You better start homeschooling your kids.
Homeschooling.
Yep.
But I don't see what voting for Trump is going to do for.
Well, what I'm saying is, like I said, if you reading the curriculum and you understand what the curriculum is, you ask me for what I'm thinking. I just told you what you want me to do.
Like I said, if you reading the curriculum.
I'm speaking for Tory Lowe.
All right. Well, I'm going to come to another issue that I want to talk about is you with the whole Kamala Harris, she's vice president, but she didn't do anything. And I just feel like you guys have your facts wrong about.
No, I didn't say that. I said y'all acted like she ain't got no power. I'm saying she got power.
You said you I didn't hear that?
I said she got power. Somebody said she don't got a lot of power.
But as far as you guys are kind of pushing the agenda that if Kamala didn't do
I'm not pushing no agenda. We just saying she didn't show up down at the hurricane or at the border. That's what happened.
So them
turn your radio down too so we can hear you. Turn your radio down a little bit.
So just because Biden didn't show up himself, he's not better than Trump. It ain't about being no better. You trying to make it. You trying to fix it in your head the way you want to make. You trying to justify some stuff.
Just because we talk
and
about
I'm
one
answering
side,
your question.
don't mean that it's the opposite of the other side. Like
Right.
a lot of people always automatically think that if you talking about one side, that you gonna sway you on the other side, and that's not the case. The facts are the facts. And when you ask the question about why Tory is voting that way, because again, I said either I'm going to vote for Trump or I'm going to vote for the couch. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, the 101 genders when it comes to our children, the reason why I'm going to vote the way that I'm voting at the end of the day, the egregious things that have happened to Trump with all of these the charges, the felony charges, and I fight for black men, women, and children right now who charges been trumped up as well, on top of the fact being a black woman and understanding the fight that I have every day in this community and leaving my daughter to fight the same fight. It's not going to happen. So at the end of the day, it don't even matter who we are voting for. It's about who you're voting for and the reason that you're voting the way that you're voting. And if you feel comfortable with that, then move forward with that. But don't say that we're trying to push some type of agenda.
Yeah,
we're just putting the facts out there on either side.
Well,
nobody is saying anything. The bottom line is we've been voting Democrat, and look where we at.
Only agenda I'm pushing is for the results of my people. That's it. I don't care. No, I don't get paid to say nothing I'm saying. I got a career in broadcasting, and I get to say what I feel about what I think. I've never even gotten help from the establishment on no side. So I can speak freely of how I feel.
Okay, but you thinking Trump is going to bring those results is,
hey, look,
in my opinion, is wrong.
Well, it's okay. I think you wrong, so we both can be wrong. You however you think, I think about you. It doesn't matter. What at the end of the day, if we can get out here and work in these streets, that's all that counts.
Thing is really telling about what you guys think about certain stuff, because there aren't 101 genders.
Okay,
you say they are?
Well, she said it's not.
It's not.
Hold on, we got okay. Okay, are you done? Or what do you got to say? Because we got other people on the thing. So make your last point.
Yeah. What's your statement?
Well, I'm just gonna say my last ending point would be here. I feel like we as Americans, there are a whole lot of issues we are going through right now. And people are way too emotional about, let's say, human rights of what we do when we really need to be focused on our main issue above all things is this earth and the preservation of this earth, and then the preservation of our people. And then we need to focus on, okay,
I agree.
Outsiders.
That's powerful.
I agree.
That's powerful.
Salute to you, Queen.
That's what's up. That's powerful.
Salute. We appreciate you for calling in.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Hold on. Oh, Truth Nation, now's your chance.
One call, that's all.
Now it's your chance to call in and be a part of our Gruber 5K giveaway. Yes, this is your chance to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be calling number 10 right now and call 833-212-1017, and you'll be entered in to win our $5,000 giveaway on the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, the number is 833-212-1017. Be calling number 10. And remember, if you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Get ready for a breath of fresh air with Community Heartbeat, your go-to show for health and wellness in our vibrant city. Presented by Outreach Community Health Centers and hosted by me, Sherwin Hughes. Tune in this Saturday at 10 a.m. as we take you on a journey toward a healthier Milwaukee. Community Heartbeat is not just a show, it's a movement dedicated to bringing our community together through wellness. We've got expert interviews, inspiring stories, and the inside scoop on local events from Outreach Community Health Centers that will keep your heart pumping with positivity.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers look to extend their winning streak to 6 in a row as they host the Brookfield Central Lancers. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 1017 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
Sybaris Pool Suites. Romantic, luxurious, affordable. A place where romance touches paradise and the memories of a lifetime are made. Sybaris offers a variety of room styles, including the exquisite Chalet Suite, which spans 3 levels and features your own private swimming pool with cascading waterfall, soothing whirlpool tub, a cozy fireplace, and much more to make your stay unforgettable. They are located in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. Take a virtual tour at Sybaris.com.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place and instead of what you came for, you found a phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. For help with drug use, call 1-800-662-HELP for free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/knowtherisks.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You good, T-Minus?
Salute to Aziza. You'll be entered in to win our 5K giveaway. Remember, if you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. Hey, look, we got another powerful conversation. And once again, I appreciate everybody for joining the conversation today.
Yes.
No matter what side of the conversation you on, as long as you in tune and tapped into the show, power Powerful conversation. Hey, look, we got callers, Elizabeth Brown. We got everybody. We got Smoke on the line.
Let's get them in.
The caller, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute.
Brother Tory Love, how's it going, man?
Hey, blessings, brother.
And you said it, in broadcasting, TSL is what it's all about, my brother, right? Time spent listening.
Right.
And so regardless of and when you're an intelligent person, you can agree to disagree like we do almost every time I call you.
I agree.
However, there is an area where all three of us agree that I'm going to mention every time I call, and that's the R word that is a word that, both sides are afraid to mention.
Yes.
And so if whoever would be brave enough to make mention of reparations, especially educational reparations, which we are definitely owed for being threatened by gunpoint for at least 250 years. If we read, we would be murdered. And in spite of that, our ancestors chose to read and become knowledgeable and continue to fight just like we do. So those are the areas where we agree. The job of a vice president is very simple, and in my lifetime, Dick Cheney has been the only outlier who actually had the type of power that a lot of the commercials about Vice President Harris purport. The job of a vice president is to be a tiebreaker in the Senate, which if the Senate is equal in number, to be ready to become president if, for example,
if something
president becomes senile.
Like what happened with Joe Biden.
Right.
To certify, or to certify the election as Mike Pence did in spite of a riot and
they tried to get in.
Another ethnicity doing things that if we'd have done it, they'd have still been cleaning the blood off of the Capitol. So these are reasons why, regardless of what is going on, as a military man, if you say certain things, this is my opinion about that individual, that, you didn't say you're in love with Donald Trump. You said you voted for him.
Right.
Which is your right.
And I voted for Obama.
Given specific reasons that you didn't even, let me say this, you didn't even owe anybody.
Right.
You didn't even owe anybody to tell who you're voting for if you didn't want to. But you did, and you've explained, and, some people may not listen to the show every day, and like I said, I respect other people's rights to do what they choose to do. I also see that what is not happening in certain classrooms in particular states that have influence by this particular former president, where Black history is being pretty much banned, and in those states, millions of voters are being purged from the rolls of voters, and to me, that is against everything that I swore to defend my state and my country for. But more importantly, Liz, you look so beautiful in that Brewers blue. I don't know if you know the caller.
Salute.
The caller, my queen, is a baseball player and coach. I learned baseball from former Negro League player, Mr. Beckham, who you all are familiar with.
Right.
Yes.
I played semi-pro baseball till I was in my 40s.
Oh, wow.
The teams that we represented were the Monarchs and the Birmingham Black Barons. And I just think that you would look fantastic in our jerseys, which were very long, whether you needed to wear leggings or whatever.
Right.
Underneath that, I would be happy to get one of them made for you, even though I'm now retired in my 50s.
I would definitely love that.
But I was a pitcher, sis, and so at some point, if we encounter each other, I was a pitcher from Milwaukee, Washington.
Oh, that's powerful. And thank you for your service for the country.
Played semi-pro baseball into my 40s.
Hey,
thank
salute.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yes, I would love
young man. Look at this athletic.
I would love to represent you. Yes.
Hey, look, you might be a part of history somewhere.
He is.
Yeah.
In Beckham Stapleton baseball, I am. I played for a man named Mr. Bean, who was a perennial state champion winner here in the state. And I played on teams that went toward the Little League World Series. I also coached some kids who beat Derek Jeter's team while I was in college.
Hey,
so that's my baseball
Derek
stuff.
Jeter. Hey, Arliss Jones played for the Negro leaders, the Negro lead as well. So may he rest in peace. So salute to all the brothers.
Shouts out to Mr. Dennis Diddle. I don't know if y'all familiar with him. He has shop of Negro League apparel and memorabilia in Mayfair Mall. So that's my Black business shout out, even though it's not Friday.
Okay. Salute,
Yeah.
King. I appreciate that.
We got double.
That's my best friend.
Double J. He says he knows. Which one?
Yeah,
do you know?
that's my best friend, Uncle. He was the youngest Negro League pitcher ever.
Hey, salute.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes. Brian Biddle, his grandson, I played with in Beckham Stetson Little League, who was also an awesome baseball player. So we have a rich tradition of excellent baseball players here, and many of them you can see in the two movies, in the Bernie Mac's Mr. 3000, and also in Major League. Some of these guys were my friends and teammates. So we have a really rich baseball tradition here. Parents who think they don't have anything to do, Beckham Stapleton has been a staple in our community for more than 60 years. And Mr. Beckham has, like you, Tory Lowe, been an advocate for our community for more than 6 decades. He's turning 95. We're having a big party for him in November.
Oh, what's that?
I'll make sure I invite y'all. And Liz, I'll have your jersey if you come.
I'm definitely
I definitely want to come through.
Definitely there. Salute to Mr. Beckham.
Hey,
we thank you.
I appreciate you for that little Black history.
Yes,
that's what
we're going to have to bring you in.
The caller then came through with a little Black history.
Hey, salute.
Millicent, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hi. We clicked in on something I was going to say. The vice presidents, you don't hear anything about what vice presidents do. I bet y'all can't really even name 10 vice presidents. You can name 10 presidents, but not 10 vice presidents. And that's because the vice president's job is to lay low and be quiet. So that's why you don't hear anything from her.
Unless it's time for the debate.
As when you were talking about NPS, with NPS, yes, you're right. They didn't send through the money they didn't do their paperwork right, which a lot of people go to work and don't do what they're supposed
here we
to
go.
do.
You're making excuses for a lot of that money.
No, I'm not making any excuses.
But don't make one then.
But what I'm saying is,
because we can't.
Story,
all right, but don't throw that out there and say somebody making an excuse.
I want y'all to not say one word when NPS closes the majority of the old buildings on the north side.
Hey.
And then y'all got
I think they could have put it to better use. I think they could have managed it right and put it to better use instead of letting them dilapidate and go by the wayside.
But they didn't. So now,
that's mismanagement. That ain't my fault.
All of y'all got to either homeschool your kids who didn't graduate from high school, some people, or you can't get your kids to school, because what they will do is transportation is not required.
Well, they already said that the buses ain't picking up the kids for school.
That's right. So now y'all figure out how to get your kids to school.
They've been doing that, though. That's been going on.
I know. But now it's going to be to the point where you know they're not coming, so you're going to have to get your kids to school. And see, y'all playing checkers and they playing chess.
Well, let me tell you something. They can't be playing too much if they mismanaging the money. They can't be playing too much no checkers. They stealing.
Well, I bet when they close all these north side schools, let's see who playing checkers and chess did.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. They ain't got nothing to do with me. That's got something to do with them.
That's you.
That's got something to do with hold on. If you mismanaging the funds, if you mismanaging something, it's going to collapse. If you don't have the money to operate, if the money is missing and you're taking the money and shifting the money, it's going to collapse anyway.
And who do you think that collapse is going to hurt out of everybody?
Oh, the same people that they're supposed to be serving us.
Facts.
That's what we're talking about. We done been to the meetings. We go. That's why we keeping the community abreast on these meetings that we go to, and we still don't get no resolve.
And I'll tell you this, Millicent. I'm gonna tell you this though. The collapse has nothing to do with the people. The people are trying to get involved, but then they did the referendum. That shows that the people said, okay, you can have this money. But then the truth came out. So don't put that on nobody but them. And these are educated fools. When you got educated fools, you gotta talk about it, because the money missing, and that affects us too. So you can't just be all out there out random. Put the blame pressure and the blame where it's supposed to be.
which is on these individuals who signed up for this.
All right. Well, look, thank you, Millicent, for calling in.
Salute.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. We got some smoke on the lines. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
Saving energy and money is easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%, and make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Denise Thomas with her truth.
How many times have you said to yourself, I do not have enough time? I feel as though there's not enough time in the day. You're not alone. One of the things I've realized is part of why I never have enough time is because I was wasting it arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding me. Make the decision on whether or not you want to continue waking up and pouring into people with debates, with arguments, with explanations that, again, are committed to misunderstanding you, committed to not respecting your ideas or understanding why you are who you are. So for me, as I continue to thrive every day, as someone who takes pride in continuous improvement, I am no longer arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding me or wanting to reject my thoughts and my ideas. I find it interesting that usually those people who are committed because they recognize the greatness that exists in you, that exists in me. So again, part of saving your time and getting that time back is not arguing, debating, or explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. However, you should believe in yourself and your abilities, because that is your superpower. The power to winning and staying focused on winning is not focusing on those setbacks or even those individuals that are attempting to prevent you. But the power to win lies within you, waiting to be unleashed through dedication and effort. Keep winning. You got this.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Join Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation for Marketplace Wisconsin, the Governor's Conference on Diverse Business Development, December 11th and 12th. Register at marketplacewisconsin.com.
Seriously injured? Make one call. That's all.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Fortune 500 companies are still struggling to promote people of color. That's based on the latest Black Corporate Director study from Ariel Investments, a global asset management firm led by Black founder John Rogers. Ariel Patrick is Chief Communications Officer at Ariel Investments. She says there might be a few reasons behind the dip in promotions, and that it isn't necessarily because companies are walking back DEI efforts.
I think a big part of that is around the operational infrastructure that's behind DEI initiatives and who's accountable for moving them forward within these organizations, less so a focus on prioritizing it. So I think you're seeing a lot of headlines saying, you know, corporate America is walking away from DEI. We're actually finding that's not true.
The recent pushback on DEI, contrasted with the findings in Ariel's report, present a mixed outlook for diversity progress in corporate America. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, I go by the name of Pharrell from the Neptunes, and I just want to let y'all know I'm your pusher. The world is about to
Big players show up for big games. Donald Driver and Cousins subs are no different. With the football season upon us, Double D and Cousins are teaming up for an offer of 80-cent delivery this Saturday through Sunday on any order of $30 or more. Simply order your favorite subs and sides online or on Cousins mobile app, and we'll deliver them to you. And don't forget, now we offer Apple and Google Pay. Cousin subs, we believe in better.
Hey,
just
80
over
cents,
the weekend, just over the weekend, I hit Cousins up and got the 80-cent delivery.
Hey, salute. 80 cents.
Powerful.
Because what's the normal charge? I ain't never.
Hey, look, it depends on the what they doing with the delivery.
Hey, well, the gas about to get high.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I do the 80 cent because I didn't want to pay all that extra.
You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted my food to come. You know
and see,
what I
my
mean?
thing is,
That's powerful.
I'm scared of that. So I'm just going to have to pull up at Cousins because I'd be scared to have people bring me my.
Well, like I said,
like,
I was missing a cookie, but I ain't complained about it. You know what I mean? Hey, somebody was like, I'm going to get your cookie. Yeah, you know, after you eat, you want that sweet. But we go ahead to the lines. Lisa, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon.
How you doing, Lisa?
There's three things. One, we were just talking, my sister and I were talking about, there used to be a black women's baseball team in Milwaukee.
Oh, wow.
When we were little, in the 70s. It was run by a man named Jim Reed. It was all women, except for the coach, you know what I mean? But it was amazing. So I don't know if some of your callers would call in and tell us who they were, but I was like 8 years old when it was going on. So that was one thing. Next thing is, I love to make a shirt that says "Rockin' the Right." That would be amazing. Rockin' the Right, because yes, that sounds really good. And then for you two could have your own show, and people would follow you. I'm sorry, so you guys don't need anybody else.
Hey, salute, Queen. I appreciate that.
Hey, look, powerful. G, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon.
How you doing, brother
Tory,
G?
listen, I'm all right, man. And Ms. Brown, good afternoon to you as well.
Salute, King.
People can vote for who they want to vote for.
Right.
This is just me. Listen, this is just how I feel. How can Donald Trump be trusted with anything that he says? That's just my opinion, and his past history proves me right every time. Do you know that he cheated people out of their overtime just recently? I'm just talking about some of the things that he has done just recently. He just got on TV and lied when those people in Georgia, with the hurricane down in some of the Georgia, was it North Carolina, some of the states. He got on TV and lied and said that Biden didn't call the governor in Georgia. And then the governor said that he did call him. So what I don't understand is what is the support that people want to give to someone when you know that he can't be trusted with what he says.
Well, I don't think neither side can be trusted.
No politics.
Well, both sides.
Yeah.
Both sides may be raising eyebrows. Oh, come on now. We know this. You can
say that, but listen, as far as sincerity,
just depending on what you're looking at.
Goes, and another thing, when he calls Vice President Harris stupid, dumb, crazy, he lied about she didn't pass the bar exam, just some of the vile things that he says about her, whether you think she's black or whatever, he's talking about a woman of color.
Well,
do you think that do you think that relates to Ms.
Well, you know what? Hold on.
Do you think that relates to Ms. Brown?
Hold on.
He's talking about Ms. Brown as well.
You got to ask Ms. Brown.
It don't relate to me. The way I feel the majority of the sentiments that Trump be talking about Kamala Harris, I feel the same way about Kamala Harris.
And not only
so you think she's stupid, dumb, and uneducated as well, Ms. Brown?
Let me tell you this.
Serious?
Hold on. Let me say something. Hold on.
So
both
you
sides,
agree with the things that he said about her?
You're not gonna let me say that.
I'm just really shocked.
Because I want to answer the question. I want to answer the question because you got your answer. I don't care if you're shocked or not. Let me answer it. What I'm saying is that depending on your political stance of what you're doing, the perception is, and sometimes both sides mudsling. Now, I done got people that call Trump a liar, a racist, a red man. Okay, but hold on, listen. A lot of stuff that they say about her is true. So what I'm saying is, we don't want to get into that. I want to know what the agenda is overall, and whatever. I don't care what they call each other. I don't care. What I care about is the agenda. And right now, I'm not messing with the left. I'm swinging with the right this time. And if they can come around with something with an agenda that I like, I'm like Wisconsin. I'll swing back and forth to whatever agenda I want.
Listen, what is Kamala Harris' agenda? What is it?
I don't know.
Okay, so how can you say that?
What I'm saying, she ain't told nobody. Hold on, what I'm saying, but I know she for open borders, and I know she for
no,
the
she's not for open borders.
So she wasn't working the border. So she wasn't working the border.
No, she's not.
So she wasn't working. Yes.
She's not the border.
No, you said that.
She's not.
What did Biden ask her to do with the border?
She's not the border.
No, you said that. I never said borders on this show, not one time today.
They claim that they got commercials saying that she's the border.
You coming with the mainstream media idea. What did
you're the mainstream media too, Tory.
I'm the
station is mainstream.
I'm the black advocate media. That's what I am.
This station is mainstream.
Well, if it made it mainstream, the streets then won then. Yes, it is, because Ben Jeremy just went viral the other day. So, hold on, G. All I'm saying is, what did Joe Biden actually do for the border?
What did Trump do for the border?
No, we talking about her. Stop deflecting. Stop deflecting, bruh. You came on here with all that heat. All I'm saying is, what did she supposed to do for the border? I can't hear him no more. All right,
hey,
G. I appreciate you for calling in. Go look up what he asked to do for the border and call and do me a favor and help me out and tell me that. Okay. All right. Thanks, G, for tapping in. Winky, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in. Oh, I guess Wink just hung up. I'm finna run the break, Wink. I tried to get to you. You hung up. Wink just died out. Hey, look, when we come back, hold on. Let's see if Wink didn't his connection and got his connection back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Wink. All right, hurry up. Give it to us before we run the break.
Make it quick. Wow.
Just we got to run the break. It's 9:40.
Okay, well,
you know what the time is of the show.
You want me to hold you after the break or no?
No, just give me like 2 minutes.
Okay, well, this is the deal here. I just heard the brother calling in. I heard a young lady called in, and you were giving her the deal about the schools, your ideal about the schools.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, the Bible says in Matthew the 18th chapter, cause not one of these little ones to stumble that believe in me. For it would be better that a millstone was hung about his neck and he was thrown in a deep blue sea. Mm-hmm. It don't say that. I just ad-libbed a little bit.
Yeah, you added that little flair to it. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is this here, man. When it comes down to the schools, you have a perfect argument. When it comes down to what Donald Trump is doing or what they're going to do for black folk, well, nobody's asked Kamala Harris what she's going to do for black folk. They haven't asked her what the black plan is because she's already stated that whatever she do will help the black population anyway. This border thing that's coming across this deal right now, Chicago, this is by design, man. They've allowed gang members to come in here, so therefore they can probably draw a line. They really want a civil war going on. Chicago finna explode right now. You got guys, man, in St. Louis and Detroit and Milwaukee, man, talking about if they have to, they got to go down and ride with them boys in Chicago. Chicago done already, BD and Diggy done already got together. They done squash the differences between themselves because these boys is coming in their neighborhoods, man.
Hey, all right. Look, we got to run the break, Wink. Hey, I done seen that on social media. I done seen the chatter.
Yeah.
Hey.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Standing up for everyday Americans is at the very foundation of who Kamala Harris is. Raised in a middle-class home by a working mother who instilled in her a passion for justice and equality. That's why when Kamala Harris became district attorney, she stood up for our kids, keeping them safe by prosecuting sex offenders. She also pioneered a program to give nonviolent drug offenders a second chance. As president, Kamala Harris will continue the fight for everyday Americans. She's already lowered the cost of your health insurance and medications. Insulin is now capped at $35 for seniors. But there's more to do because mortgages, rents, groceries, and utility bills are still too high. Harris's plan to fix it? Build more homes to lower prices and make the wealthy and billionaires pay their fair share so we get a break. All her life, Kamala Harris has been standing up for us, and she doesn't plan to stop anytime soon.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
Attention families, Milwaukee Public Museum wants to remind you that Kohl's Thank You Thursdays are in full swing. Receive free access to MPM's permanent exhibits on the first Thursday of every month. Milwaukee Public Museum would like to thank Kohl's for their support and making this program possible. Visit MPM's website today for more information and to book your reservations. mpm.edu/KTYT. That's mpm.edu/KTYT.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All right, Elizabeth Brown, we going. We got like a few seconds.
Running it hot. Hey, at the end of the day, Truth Nation, look, who you decide to vote for is your business. At the end of the day, what we saying, no matter who we voted for in all of these years, in the years that I voted, we still had to do the work that we're doing. So what we're telling you is to get active, because the bottom line is, as black individuals under any president, whether you claimed he was black or for blacks or whatever that may happen, we still under racism. We still lack jobs. We still lack everything in our community. So the bottom line is for you to get active. So if you're there for yourself, then you can be there for somebody else. And if one of us do a little,
nobody got to do a lot. Hey, look, I appreciate you, Elizabeth Brown, for being on the front lines.
Hey,
we got a lot of work to do. All right, DJ Brother Z. Truth Nation, another powerful conversation. We're going to talk tomorrow about the debates, the vice presidential debate tonight. But the Brewers is playing tonight.
Go Brewers.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. I thank everybody for joining the conversation today. I appreciate you. Keep your head on a swivel. And green don't always mean go. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
They'll never slow my plan.